Nashville. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, to what is another really important game. Now, I think that this game should have been reserved for Sunday night football, and we should have seen. I think we should have probably seen the Ravens versus Pittsburgh Steelers game tonight, but that's not the way the NFL decided to make this go. Instead, we will see the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers battling it out for the number one spot in the NFC. If the Seahawks win, they will be the number one spot, and they will get the bye week. If the 49ers win, they will get the number one spot, and they will get the bye week. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Howdy from Texas, says SK Steigerwald. What's going on, SK Steigerwald? Eden, hello. Robert Zamora, hello. Stormy Jones, welcome in. I got Big Bad Perm saying, what's up? Mario Dixon saying, let's go, bro. Let's go, Mr. Dixon. I see you out there. Smoke Burp, Courtney. We got Courtney in the chat. We got John Pierce. We got Frank Johnson. We got Earth Citizen, Stunt Girl, the QN Production, and Jay Sleepy Eyes. What up, Swarm Finder? What up, Wenda Sprunky? What up, ladies and gentlemen? Traveling Pony Studios also in the chat. I've watched every stream this week, says Traveling Pony Studio. Yes, well, this will be interesting. This will be interesting indeed, folks. We've got the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Both teams are already in the postseason, so, you know, I don't know if this is going to be one of those huge games that we end up with 200,000 views, but it very well could be. Both these teams are 13-3. This is familiar territory. We saw it with Sam Darnold last season. Last season, Sam Darnold, at the end of the year when he was with the Minnesota Vikings, was fighting for the number one spot when they had to play against the Detroit Lions. Here we are again. Sam Darnold, not so lucky last time. Let's see if Sammy Delight, can get his flowers today. Okay, folks, the San Francisco 49ers over the last couple of weeks, y'all, bye week in week 14, win. So 3 wins in a row, actually 6 wins in a row if you go further back here. San Francisco 49ers have been on a tear, but so have the Seattle Seahawks. They beat the Falcons, they beat the Colts, they beat the Rams in overtime, they beat the Panthers last week. Seattle has been looking very good over the last couple of games. Both of these teams very capable of winning this matchup now. This game against the LA Rams in the weirdest overtime win ever of all time, this should be amazing, man. This should be a really, really good one. 2 really solid teams. May the best team win. And the best team who wins this game, or the team that wins this game, will end up getting that bye week spot. Okay. Taking a look at this Seattle Seahawks team overall, according to the NFL Network, this team is ranked number 1 in the league. They are 2nd in points per game offensively and 2nd in points per game allowed defensively, giving up just 18 points per game. Meanwhile, they score 29. We look at yards per game. Offensively, they put up 350. Defensively, they give up 292. Yards per play. Offensively, they put up almost 6. Defensively, they give up 4.5. And you can see that defensively, this team is elite, guys. They are the number 1 team in all of NFL when it comes to third down efficiency. 32% success rate to opposing offenses, and yet offensively, they're converting third downs at almost a 40% success rate. Red zone efficiency, 57% here for Sam Darnold and company on offense, and defensively, they give up less than 51% conversion rates inside the red zone. Inside the red zone. Thank you, Michael Caldwell. Appreciate that, sir. Taking a quick look at the stats on the other side, not the same story, but pretty solid offensively on third downs and inside the red zone. And Brock Purdy has heard the calls for his head. He did not want Mac Jones taking his job. Brock Purdy came back. He's been great ever since. This team is putting up 27 points per game. They're putting up 362 yards per game. They're putting up 5.6 yards per play, converting third downs at more than 50% success rate. And inside the red zone, 66% of the time, if they're inside your red zone, they are going to score. Defensively, most of these categories are technically inside the top half if the cutoff is at 16. But points per game allowed, they give up 22.4. Yards per game allowed, they give up 389. Yards per play allowed could be an issue here. They give up 5.6 yards per play. Third down efficiency and red zone efficiency, they rank 15th in both of those categories as well. Let's run through the personnel here really quick, ladies and gentlemen. Taking a quick look at this Seattle Seahawks unit. Sam Darnold and Kenneth Walker going to be the two guys in the engine room today. Jackson Smith in Jigba, an absolute stud, leading this team in multiple categories and actually setting multiple records for the Seattle Seahawks in targets, receptions, and receiving yards for the most in a single season ever for the Seattle Seahawks this year. Cooper Kupp and Rashid Shaheed going to be wide receivers 2 and 3, and your big tight end today going to be A.J. Barner, but we might see a few other guys out there like Eric Saubert, who's really the only other tight end available for this contest. Left tackle, Charles Cross has been ruled out for today's game, so instead we'll see Josh Jones, Gray Zabel, Jalen Sundell. We'll have right guard Anthony Bradford and right tackle Abraham Lucas for the Seattle Seahawks offense. Going to get kickoff any moment here, guys. I was a little bit behind to get into this game. I didn't realize the kickoff was at 7 and not 7:15. At least that's what it said. It said 7, but I don't know that we've even done the national anthem yet. So let's take a look at the 49ers offense. Yeah, they haven't even done the national anthem yet, so I've got a little bit of time here. Okay. Top players for the San Francisco 49ers, and no more questionable tags we should know for sure. Okay, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, both healthy for today. Jawan Jennings lined up in the slot right here. Going to be your wide receiver 1 according to the depth charts on ESPN here. Ricky Pearsall was questionable coming into today's game. Ricky Pearsall has been ruled out for today's contest. So Sky Moore or Kendrick Bourne will be filling in this spot instead of Ricky Pearsall. And Demarcus Robinson will be available for today's game. We'll see how Demarcus Robinson does. George Kittle also had a questionable tag coming into this one. He has been ruled good to go. How much of a snap count he will be on today, I do not know. We could also see some Jake Tonjes or Luke Farrell in this contest. And Brock Purdy has been spreading the rock a lot, man. Brock Purdy has had multiple different catchers, multiple different players catch passes for him. Let's pull up the stats really quick. So touchdowns, receiving touchdowns, I should say. Christian McCaffrey has 7. Jawan Jennings has 9. George Kittle has 7. Jake Tonjes has 5. Demarcus Robinson with a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with 2 receiving touchdowns. Luke Farrell with 2 receiving touchdowns. So you can see that they've been moving the football around a lot this season for San Francisco. Nobody over 1,000 receiving yards, so Brock Purdy has had to move the football around a lot, and it hasn't just been Brock Purdy. Mac Jones has had to get some work in here as well. Let's go back to the depth chart. We'll talk about the offensive line really quick. Trent Williams was questionable. He's also been ruled out for today's contest, so no Trent Williams and no Ricky Pearsall. Left tackle, instead, is going to be Austin Pleasance. Left guard, Spencer Burford. At center, Jake Brendel. At right guard, Dominic Puni. And at right tackle, Colton Mikovits. This will make up your San Francisco 49ers offense. Taking a look at the defense now, we'll go to the Seattle Seahawks side. This is one of the better defensive units in the league right now. There is no denying that. Whether you're a Seahawks fan or not, the numbers do not lie, and I just showed you those numbers moments ago. These are the men that make up this defensive unit. Jerron Reed, left defensive end. Nose tackle, Byron Murphy. Right defensive end, Leonard Williams. Weak side linebacker, Demarcus Robinson. Strong side linebacker, Boye Mafe. And your two linebackers on the inside. On the left side, it's Drake Thomas. On the right side, it's Ernest Jones IV. Your two corners for this contest, Devin Witherspoon and Reek Woolen, going to be your two corners. And your two safeties today, Julian Love is going to be one, but Kobe Bryant has been ruled out for today, so we'll probably see Ty Okada at safety or Nick Emanwari filling in as well, since the strong safety position, there are two players listed on the strong safety depth chart here for ESPN, and both Kobe Bryant and A.J. Finley have been ruled out for today. Kobe Bryant is out, A.J. Finley on IR. So we will be seeing some sort of rotation there. We might play most of this game with just one high safety and a nickel kind of doing that hybrid role throughout the game for the Seattle Seahawks. But I'm sure they've got it all figured out. I'm sure they've got it all figured out because duh. Okay, top quarterback. Who do you think, guys? Brock Purdy missed a handful of games this season. Sam Darnold did not. Brock Purdy this season has only played in 8 games. So do what you will with this information. Only 8 games played. Sam Darnold has played all 17. I guess this would be game 17. He's played 16 games. So if you doubled the numbers for these two quarterbacks, or doubled the number just for Brock Purdy, you can kind of figure out what we should expect in this one. So Darnold has played all 16 games. Brock Purdy has played in 8 games. If you double the passing yards, Brock Purdy would have more passing yards. If you double the rushing yards, Brock Purdy would have more rushing yards. If you doubled the total touchdowns, Brock Purdy would be on the cusp of 50 if he was healthy and played all season and kept up this pace. He would also have 18 interceptions. The completion percentage will take it as the same. The passer rating will take it as the same. The sacks taken, it would be 16 to 25. Purdy gets my vote in this matchup. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Just putting it out there. Blue and green storm. We the wild Northwest. Go Seahawks. Now, as a whole, as a unit, as a team, I do believe the Seattle Seahawks have A, the better defense, and B, the better weapons upfield. Yes, Christian McCaffrey is an absolute beast, but Jackson Smith-Njigba is something different, man. And honestly, the running backs have been doing decently for the Seattle Seahawks. Not amazingly, but decent. Thank you for that, Super Larry. Appreciate that. Let's go Sea Chickens. I see. Okay, Georgia saying LOL. Okay. Darnold is going to get her done. 49ers can't put pressure. Why don't we take a look at that? So this season, good point when you say that, because we look immediately, the eye is drawn to the red. The eye is drawn to the red. That is the worst team in the NFL when it comes to getting to the quarterback. So whoever just said the 49ers can't put pressure, they're not wrong. However, the secondary is still pretty good, and they are holding teams to, well, I guess it would be the inside here. They are holding teams to just 100 yards per game on the ground. Through the air, middle of the pack right here, but you got to tip your hat, man. You got to tip your hat over to these, other way, actually. These guys got to tip their hat over to the Seattle Seahawks, because the Seattle Seahawks defense has been very good when it comes to turnovers forced. They've got 24 turnovers forced this season. They are averaging 292 yards allowed per game, so holding teams under 300. They are holding teams under 100 on the ground and under 200 through the air, and they can get to the quarterback. 44 sacks compared to 18 sacks. You do the math. More than double the bags for the Seattle Seahawks defense. Running back comparison, it's always been the Christian McCaffrey show here for the San Francisco 49ers. Actually a pretty bad game from a running back standpoint. McCaffrey's been much better as a receiver for this team. But the Seattle Seahawks can keep the football on the ground. rushing attempts per game. They run the football just as much over here. This should actually be even. I don't know why I got 5th and 6, but they both should be dead even. Looks like we are lining up for kickoff, folks, so without any further stalling for time, it looks like the Seattle Seahawks are going to get the football to start this game. 49ers lined up for kickoff. There they go. They send this up and away, and we get a Seattle touchback. Okay, touchback to open this thing up. Touchback to open this thing up. Let's go to scores. Seahawks 49ers, opening play of the game. Illegal formation on the kickoff. Illegal formation on the kickoff against the Seattle Seahawks. So Seattle, I don't even know. They're going to start this drive on the 30-yard line, so a 5-yard penalty after that. Yes, Ricky Pearsall has been ruled out, but when we created these drive charts or these depth charts, we don't do them 5 minutes before. We do these a day in advance. So sometimes we kind of just have to adapt. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Seattle gonna get the snap here. Sam Darnold to the right, looks to the right, throws to the right. Catch made on the right-hand side, and the first play of the game is gonna go to Rashid Shaheed. So Rashid Shaheed gets the first catch, first target of the day. Should have a live game tracker now. Rashid Shaheed gets the first target of the day. Sam Darnold has completed 1 of 1 passes for 2 yards. This does start the clock. 14 and a half minutes here left to go. It's 2nd down and 8. Motion on the field from the bottom of the screen to the top. It's a handoff to Walker, and Kenneth Walker gets out past the 40. This will be enough for a first down. It's 2nd down and 8. He picks up 9. First down, Seattle Seahawks. So 1st and 10 for the Sea Pigeons. Sorry, Seahawks fans. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be better about it. Don't want to rib you guys too much. Seattle has been very good to me, both in the postseason of the MLB, of the Major League Baseball. So I appreciate you Seahawks fans hanging out. 2 of the league's largest fan bases here. Motion on the field from Rashid Shaheed. A little play action from Sam Darnold. Darnold is going to wind up and throw. The catch is made, and Walker looking for a couple of blocks. Walker takes this all the way from the 40 to the 38 across midfield. A big catch and run for Kenneth Walker. It's good for a Seattle Seahawks first down. This moves us to the San Francisco 31-yard line, and Seattle makes a big move. So Kenneth Walker gets a reception here. He catches that football. Sam Darnold looking poised on the opening drive. This is the opening drive. We're on the 39-yard line. Takes a step back. Sam Darnold has the man in motion. Rashid Shaheed getting a workout in. Here's the snap and a handoff. Up the middle they go, and it looks like Zach Charbonnet is going to pick up 8 yards on his first carry. So 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 2. 13 minutes left to go. Ooh, I guess they're calling it a 6-yard gain, not an 8-yard gain. 2nd down and 4 then, I suppose, at the San Francisco 33-yard line, according to ESPN.com. From the 33, single back formation, waiting for the snap right now. Sam Darnold under center, moving people over, and we got JSN going to the bottom of the screen. Here's a snap and a handoff to Charbonnet on 2nd down and 4. It's no gain. It brings up a 3rd down and 4. So 3rd down and 4 at the San Francisco 33. The clock will continue to tick, and only 2 players have received targets here for Seattle. 1 target for Kenneth Walker, 1 target for Rashid Shaheed. So far, this drive has gone 5 plays and 37 yards. 3 carries, 2 passes. I saw a super chat just come in. I'll take a look at that in just a moment. Shotgun formation, 33-yard line, 3rd down and 4. Sam Darnold takes the snap against the 4-man rush. Darnold will wind up and throw. The catch is made up in the middle. That's good for a first down. Down at the 23-yard line. What a play. Looks like Eric Saubert gonna get the carry. And that's good for a Seattle Seahawks first down. Moves them to the 24-yard line from the San Francisco 33. Quick look at the chat right now. $20 super chat came in from Reggio saying, God bless San Francisco Bay Area Bear. Thank you, Football Nation. You are welcome, Reggio. Thank you for that super chat. We've got ourselves an I formation. You've got Sam Darnold under center. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right side. Kenneth Walker says, no, I'm going to go this way. He is pinballed from behind as he is pushed forward. A little help here from the 49ers, unfortunately. Trying to make a tackle there and ends up slingshotting our running back forward here. Kenneth Walker picks up a good chunk of yards. It brings up a second down and 8. Excuse me, second down and 2 after an 8-yard pickup. So 10 minutes and 30 seconds. Zach Charbonnet in a single back formation behind Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold under center, 49ers showing blitz. We are inside the red zone from the 16-yard line. A handoff to Charbonnet goes down to the 10. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks first down. First down for Seattle. Let's say it the right way. First down, Seattle Seahawks. This puts us inside the red zone. Can Seattle cap off this drive? It is the opening drive of the game. It is a first and goal coming up. Seattle has taken more than 5 minutes off the clock now at this point. 9:45 left to go. Single back formation, motion on the field. Looks like A.J. Barner to the bottom of the screen. Dropping back, Darnold to the right, shoots to the end zone, looks for JSN. A flag comes in on the play. This will be a pass interference, and this will put them on the 1-yard line. This is going to be a pass interference against the defense. It will stop the clock. Laundry on the play. Yup. Pass interference. Defense against the 49ers. It's first and goal from the 1-yard line now. Well, let's see where they go from here. Looks like finally getting a target on that play was Jackson Smith and Jigba. It brings up a first and goal. That won't go down as a target, though, because the penalty negates the entire play. So a first and goal coming up right now. Break! They line up. Trying to punch it in from 1 yard out. Sam Darnold under center. Saubert and Barner on the right-hand side, and Darnold doesn't have an option. He'll get wrapped up and bagged. Tatum Batoon makes the play, and down goes Darnold. So Tatum Batoon makes a huge tackle for a loss here. It's a sack on the quarterback. It'll be a loss of like 8 yards, dude. Darnold was way backed up, decided to run, gets wrapped up at about the 10. It's second and goal. Call it the 12-yard line. Second and goal from the 12. Single back formation now for Sam Darnold. Here's the snap and a handoff to Charbonnet. Finds a couple of gaps out there. Takes it from the 12 to about the 7-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup. It brings up a third down and goal, and we line up here at the 7. Third and goal from the 7-yard line. San Francisco 49ers, the perfect example of bend, don't break. 49ers able to drive back Seattle, who was all the way crept up on the 1-yard line. They've pushed Seattle back to about the 8. It's third down and goal. Seems to be a little bit of confusion here. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. And yeah, they definitely had to call a timeout there. Nobody was set. Nobody knew what to do. Timeout will be called, Seattle Seahawks, and we need a play. Okay, so timeout has been called. This is NFL on ESPN. You're watching Football Nation. I am your host, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mario. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm going to leave this here and adjust just a bit. That's better. So third down and goal with 8:08 left to go. The Seattle Seahawks had to use one of their timeouts. I can see Cooper Kupp, Jones, JSN, Barner. And I didn't see our other pass catcher out here. But it brings up a third down. Shotgun. Waiting for the snap, Sam Darnold. Looking for pay dirt at the end of this really long drive. It's a handoff to Charbonnet on third down and goal. Charbonnet stuffed at the 5, and it brings up a fourth down. Fourth and goal at the 5-yard line. Looks like Victoria. Victoria's seats. What's going on, Victoria? Welcome to First Downs. Appreciate you. Thanks, Earth Citizen. It's me, by the way, says Johnson. Fourth down and goal. Zach Charbonnet. Ooh, it's fourth down and 4, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth down and goal from the 4-yard line. This is the worst team in the NFL at converting fourth downs. That is a fact, an 11% success. Is that what it said? Or did I read that? Did I misread that? Either way, fourth down and goal. The pass is incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. First down, San Francisco. Man, fourth down conversions. It said that the Seattle Seahawks had the worst conversion rate in the NFL at just 11%. Here's another one, and it did not work out. So this is going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the 49ers on their own 4-yard line, but that drive is over. Anticlimactic drive there for the Seattle Seahawks. Anticlimactic drive there for the Seattle Seahawks. Photography by Levi. What's going on? Saying, let's go Niners. Yeah, Chris, can you hear it? Can you hear it right now? My allergies are killing me, dude. But everyone's saying take your allergy meds. If I take my allergy meds, I'll get sleepy, and I don't want to be sleepy right now. Okay. I wish Georgia won Thursday versus Miami. Or it's Miami versus Georgia would have been, yeah, Georgia lost to Ole Miss on Thursday. That was a really good game. Oh, what the hell? The Seahawks suck now, says Arnold Garza. Game just starting, guys. Game is just getting starting. Just getting started. Now, Benadryl non-drowsy? I don't know. Point shaving, says M. Stone? I don't think so, M. Stone. The Braxton. Braxton, I see you out here saying, let's take down the Seahawks. He said the Sea Squawks, 49ers. Okay, y'all. So, 49ers got a stop on here. I'm looking for the 49ers logo. Do we have 49ers logo and Seahawks logo? We do. There's the 49ers logo. Here's the Seahawks logo. Looking for 49ers fans. Where is the Bang Bang Niner Gang? Hit pay dirt with K-Dirt. I see Zavala in the house. What up, Z Zavala? Brad got his beanie. At Brad got his beanie. Let's go. Living like Larry. I see you with the Seattle. Lance Bowers out here with his with the horns. I see you with Houston Texans here. Succulent Life checking in. Buchanan and saying, I'm here. What up, Buchanan and? Anna Garcia. Anna, is this for the Falcons? I got red and black here. Okay, commercial break is just about over, guys. Commercial break is just about over. Let's step away from the chat and call this game right now. There was definitely some contact there. That was intended for Cooper Kupp. Jake Bobo had a slant route as well. They're replaying this and showing some stuff. I mean, Sam Darnold knew that was his bad. Jake Bobo was open. It's a 1st and 10 coming up for the San Francisco 49ers. San Fran on their own 4-yard line. A handoff, and this will be a 2-yard gain. Call it a 3-yard gain as he gets out to the 7. 2nd down and 7 coming out now. We'll start this clock, about 7:09 left to go. I got a 2nd down and 8 on my TV screen at the San Francisco 7-yard line. So I guess they took over at the 5. My TV screen says 2nd down and 7. My ESPN drive says 2nd down and 8. Either way, we're somewhere in that range, and the football is on the 7-yard line. Shotgun formation, motion on the field. It's Kyle Juszczyk who's the motion man. He'll get the target, and Juszczyk gets out to about the 12-yard line. So CMC got the first carry. Kyle Juszczyk gets the first pass. It's a 5-yard gain for Kyle Juszczyk on the left-hand side as he's brought down by Byron Murphy. And this brings up a 3rd down and 3. Football to the San Francisco 12-yard line. Oh, the San Francisco 49ers should be 12-4? Is that what you're saying? They should be 12-4. Right, because the win today would make the difference. Here's the snap, looks to the right, pass is incomplete. Guys, it does bring up a 4th down and 3. I did misspeak earlier in the game, guys. I clearly said out loud that both teams were 13-3. They are not both 13-3. The Seahawks are up 13-3. The 49ers are 12-4. And the 49ers on 3rd down and 3 just made an incomplete pass, stopping the clock with 6:04 left to go. It is a 4th down and 3 coming up right now. It is a 4th down and 3 coming up right now. Here is the snap. Here is the punt. This one goes away. And this will be returned from the 40 to the 45 to the 50. I think Rashid Shaheed was the returner here when we get a 1st and 10. Flag on the play. It will still be 1st and 10. Maybe. 1st and 10. It should be Seahawks. Personal foul. Face mask. Kicking team. That's a 15-yard penalty. So I think the Seattle Seahawks are going to start this drive at about the 35-yard line in San Francisco territory. Face mask is a bad call right here. I mean, it's a fair call. It's definitely the correct call. But that's going to hurt the San Francisco 49ers. So Seattle, guys, the 49ers punted this football from their own 12-yard line. And because of that face mask, the Seattle Seahawks will take over at the San Francisco 35. So effectively, that was a 27-yard punt. Not exactly a punt to get excited about. It will bring up a 1st and 10, but we do go to a quick commercial break. Great field position, says Pabby, man. Yeah, the Seattle Seahawks take over in field goal range, man. Do you guys think that Christian McCaffrey could get less than 0.5 rushing yards and a receiving touchdown? Did you take the under on that? I don't know, man. Someone said, Uncompromised One says, I'm just here for Mario. Appreciate you, Uncompromised One. Thank you very much. Fist bumps to you. Let's see. 3rd pick, Shakira Austin. What's going on, 3rd pick, Shakira Austin? King axolotl. You know how many people have no idea what an axolotl is? Only indigenous to Mexico, by the way. They are these little salamander-looking things that are super cute, that smile all the time. King axolotl in the house. W game, what up, man? Tampa Bay spread still up. Thanks. Let's go ahead and get that fixed, too. Seattle Seahawks. Spread down at the bottom. Let's make sure I get the spread taken care of for all of these. Better. Should be good. Okay. All set, guys, little by little. Just shows you go for it on 4th. They should have kicked that extra point attempt. Thank you, Fry Master Bond. King Axolotl saying W channel. Appreciate that, Mr. Axolotl. Darnold is afraid, says Cash Maze. Do y'all think that's true? Looks like Shedrick Montgomery. Happy birthday, Shedrick Montgomery. Thank you for checking in on your birthday. You could be anywhere in the world right now, and you're here with us. So cheers to you. Thank you so much for being here, and happy birthday to you, my friend. Ultimate Powerful Bat Logo King. Got lots of kings in the house. What up, kings? Welcome in, fellas and ladies, to the 20% of you women who are watching this channel right now. Motion on the field. 35-yard line, 35-yard line. Seattle in 49ers territory. A handoff to Charbonnet from the 35 down to the 32. It's a 3-yard gain and a 2nd down and 7. I didn't realize I had a gifted membership last week. Hey, Cross. I actually, I don't know who gifted them out. It very well could have been me. We gift out memberships from time to time on this channel. Why my time got all wonky here. I'm going to fix my time. Please stand by, folks. I'm going to get my time corrected. Should be about 5 minutes left to go in the first. I formation. Here is the snap. Looking left, throwing left. Jackson Smith-Njigba gets his first target of the day. It's a gain of 5. It's a 3rd down and 2 coming up. Football at the San Francisco 27-yard line. Let's see where they go. Piss and Vinegar saying, how do you know it's 20% women? It's called YouTube channel analytics, my friend. YouTube channel analytics, and I would share them with you, but I don't think you guys care to see the analytics there as far as those who are watching. Now, of course, online, you can say you are a woman even though you're not. But let's not open up that can of worms. Here's the snap. Here is the handoff. Charbonnet is going all the way. Is he? Yes, he is. Touchdown, Seattle Seahawks. 27-yard touchdown. Zach Charbonnet. So Zach Charbonnet gonna run this out to the left-hand side. He's gonna score on a 27-yard run. And the Seattle Seahawks take a 6-0 lead over the San Francisco 49ers. Seattle on the road. Let's see how they hold up for the rest of this game. Good, strong run from Zach Charbonnet. Here comes the extra point attempt. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up, it's good. And the score is 7-0. So 7-0 now, folks. 7-0 here. The 49ers going to get the football with 4:29 left to go, but we do go to a quick commercial break. Okay, this is not good, says T-Hop. Ooh. I changed a little bit of the music, guys. Don't worry. We got more music coming up as well. And since I'm getting positive feedback about the new sounds here, again, my plan is to just open up my music library and do 15, 20, 25 different touchdown sounds. That we will get different stuff. Chardonnay? No, Charbonnet. Let's see. Cross Stitch. What up, Cross Stitch? 626. I get it. Like Lilo and Stitch. Experiment 626. I'm with you. I see what you're saying there. Hey, y'all. Mario's working hard. Hit that like button. 100% lady here. I like it, Cross Stitch. Thank you very much. Okay. So someone said, how do you know that there are women even watching your channel? Because the YouTube analytics show you that. When you start getting enough, when you start collecting enough data on your content, you can literally go to your audience and take a quick look at it. So if I wanted to scroll down, here, I'll just show you. It's actually exactly 20% female. I was actually rounding, but it's kind of crazy. Take a look at this on the right-hand side, just for whatever it's worth. We'll bring this out. This is the actual inside guts of my channel here. Normally, this is reserved for members only, but I can see y'all's age ranges right here. On average, you can see those numbers. Mike Chris with a $100 super chat. Another, hey, let's go, mama. Let's go, Mike Chris with a $100 super. I love it. Anyways, here's the indication right there. Female, exactly 20%. 79.8 male and 0.3 unspecified. So in case you're curious, that's the actual numbers. I can also see that 80% of you watching are not subscribed to this channel. So if you are not currently subscribed to this channel, would be a beautiful opportunity for you to do so. Man, if we picked up 80% of you guys watching this live stream right now and actually converted that, that would be insane numbers for this channel. But that's not the point, and I'm not here to beg for subscribers. I'm here to work, baby. I'm here to work, so let's go ahead and do this the right way. Thank you very much for that super chat, by the way. I appreciate that. 1st and 10 coming up, folks. Looks like the 49ers about to get the football here. There's the kickoff. This is up, up, and away, and this will be into the end zone. We'll start this drive on the 35-yard line. Chardonnay, says Roy Williams. T-Hop. Easy, bro. Easy. Easy. What % of users shoveled snow today? That I do not know, user TW. I can tell you that I did not shovel snow today because it was like literally 87 degrees in Texas, in San Antonio. I worked out in my garage with no shoes on. That's how hot it is. Like, not even kidding. Dead serious. Mike Chris, thank you once again. 4:29 left to go from the 35-yard line. San Francisco has the football. It's a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey will pick up about a yard or two on the play. It brings up a second down. So second down, we'll start this clock here. I see a bunch of you guys. I wasn't asking for it then at that moment, but I do appreciate you guys smashing that subscribe button. I genuinely appreciate it. Second down and 8 after the 2 yards picked up by Christian McCaffrey. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here is the snap from the 37-yard line. In trouble, gonna try to scramble, gonna be brought down, and Brock Purdy is sacked. There is Hall on the play. Duff Lock gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Thank you, Duff Lock. Thank you very much. So backwards, we'll go the 49ers. It brings up a 3rd down and 9. It goes down as a sack. Derek Hall, his first tackle of the day, goes for a bag. $2 super chat from Nathan Sackett. What up, Nathan? Appreciate the Superman. Purdy takes the snap on 3rd down and 9 from the 36. Purdy will wind up and throw. Catch is made underneath. Can't really see that jersey number here. Looks like it'll be made by Jawan Jennings, who gets the grab, and that's going to be short of the line to gain. 4th down and 1. It's close. San Francisco on their own 44. I think it's time to punt. 4th down and 1. San Francisco on their own 44. Jawan Jennings just a yard short of picking up the first down. Okay. 4th down and 1. Waiting for the punt here, Thomas Morstead. Gonna punt this away. 49ers not used to punting, but this Seattle Seahawks defense is no joke. Fair catch gonna be signaled here for Seattle. And the Seattle Seahawks will start this drive at their own 18-yard line. Looks like another super coming in. Oh, that was Nathan Sackett's right there. Darn those 49ers, says John Sir. Well, 49ers fans, Seattle has the football now. We just got a punt for San Francisco, and Seattle will start this drive on the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 when we get back from the commercial break. And let's see. Super en fuego, says the Mr. Mojo. En fuego. Hey, look at that. 84.1. Thanks, guys. Are we going to get to 84.2? Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Marie, looks like Happy New Year's wishes to everyone from Sweden. Okay, from Sweden. Welcome in. All right, guys, the first quarter is almost over. Curious to see. Okay, all right. You know what I'm going to ask you guys? I always ask y'all where you are from during these commercial breaks. We'll ask you guys something different at the end of the quarter. I'll ask you guys something a little bit different at the end of the quarter. Ross saying uneffin' real. Hey, Robert Zamora gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Thank you, Robert Zamora. Isaiah, my nephew, got his own phone. Mario watching you on 2 devices, says Mark. Let's go, Mark. Let's go, Isaiah. Thank you, guys. Thank you, William. We hit 84.2. Man, how crazy would it be if we actually got to 100,000 subscribers by the Super Bowl? I think I only have 16 games left this season, so we would literally have to pick up 1,000 subscribers per game, which is why I keep saying that it's not going to happen. I'm trying to be realistic about it and temper my expectations. Honestly, if we can get to 90 by Super Bowl, I still think that would be crazy impressive, considering the Super Bowl is, you know, just 5 weeks away and fewer games right now. Alaska's in the house. Go Hawks. Let's go. Born in Nigeria, grew up in Seattle. Redeemed Patriot, thank you, my friend. Fist bumps to you as well. Robert, thank you for those those Football Nation memberships. Duff Lock, thank you for those memberships. Mike Chris, thank you again for that super chat. Thank you guys so much for helping support this channel right now, y'all. 1st and 10. Seattle has the football on the 18-yard line. An I formation here. Sam Darnold steps back. We get motion on the field. Sam Darnold waits for the snap. He takes it and hands this off. Ooh, Kenneth Walker has room to roam. Kenneth Walker steps on the gas. He gets to the 39-yard line. That's a good strong run. From the 18 to the 38, that's a 20-yard pickup for Kenneth Walker, and that's good for a Seattle Seahawks first down. Looks like a couple more supers coming in. Dominican Marv Albert back at it, says Knuckle Skinner. Knuckle Skinner. The Dominican Marv Albert. All right, bro, let's do this. 1st and 10. Motion on the field. Here is the snap. Darnold from the 38-yard line will hand off to Kenneth Walker. He tries to cut but only picks up a yard. It brings up a 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down and 9. Looks like Lance Bowers also gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate that, sir. Hey, yo, looks like another super coming in. Shalat Nation in the house. Look at you, brother. 2nd down and 9. 2nd down and 9, shotgun formation, motion on the field as we get Cooper Kupp into the slot at the bottom of the screen. Sam Darnold takes the snap, looks to the left, will wind up and fires. Catch is made! That's going to be Jackson Smith and Jigba across midfield from the Seattle 39 to the San Fran 49 on 2nd down and 9. It's a gain of 12 yards and a first down for Seattle. Oh, man, you guys are just open this. Oh, here come the floodgates just winding open. Thank you, Robert. Dude, you don't have to do that, man. I appreciate you, Robert. You already do enough as a moderator on this channel. Thank you. Single back formation from the 49-yard line. Darnold will hand this off to Charbonnet. It'll be a 1-yard pickup here. It brings up a 2nd down and 9. They're actually calling it a 2nd down and 10, so no gain. 20 seconds here left to go. 2nd down and 10. Someone said it's an awesome community that you've got going on here. Honestly, it's because of you guys. Birds of the same feather flock together. You ever heard that? 2nd down and 10. I think a lot of us, yes, have differences, but I think the big thing that draws us all together is the fact that we are fans of football, regardless of who's playing. And I think that we're also... How do you false start with double zeros on the clock? False start, offense number 8. Apparently, Sam Darnold going to get flagged for a false start when they were with apparently 1 second on the clock. So now this will take us to the end of the quarter. Let's watch it one more time. It couldn't have been number 8. I don't see a number 8 there. Who'd they say it was on? A.J. Barner, number 88. He did step back. I think that's fair. Okay, I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Sure. All right, guys, when we get back, it's a 2nd down and 15. I'm going to stick by birds of the same feather flock together, man. It's one of those things, you know. I think the clean language, we all understand and have respect for one another. I think we're all here because we have a shared interest in football. I think we're all here because, I don't know, man, it just feels right. The community does feel right, but it's just because I see you guys out there in the chat, and I know you guys see me too, and when I look down the pipe of the camera, I may not be able to see your face, man, but I feel the energy coming from the chat when I look down the pipe here. So I appreciate you guys so much, man. Let's see. What gives? I got home to find... Oh, man. That's awesome. Watching my show all of a sudden. Cheers, brother. Let's go. Daniel saying, I got home to watch my wife watching the show all of a sudden. Cheers, brother. Let's go. Go get it, he says. My friend, cheers to you. Cheers to you and your family. Thank you for that $5 super chat, Daniel Maldonado. Beautiful photo, by the way. I can see you there showing some love, man. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Minds that think alike. Married, not everyone out there is married. Kids, not everyone out there has kids. but I think a good chunk of you guys do. And as you saw in the analytics, most of y'all are within my age range, give or take, I don't know, 10, 15 years. But I think that a lot of us are close here. So anyways, that's the end of the first quarter. I did mean to ask a new question here, guys. What is your dream vacation destination? If you could go anywhere on the planet of Earth and finances were not an issue, where would you want to go? Where would you want to go? Anywhere on Earth. I've never seen the Northern Lights. I think that would be super cool. I think Tokyo would be super cool. Would love to go to Japan. Let's see. Agartha, never even heard of it. New Zealand for sure. Afghanistan. If that's where you want to go for vacation, man, I don't know. It could be beautiful. I'm sure they've got amazing food. Let's see. Thailand, Fiji, New Zealand, Iceland for sure. Let's see. I've got China in the house. I've got Japan. And yeah, Japan has to be one of those spots, man. I think Japan has to be one of those spots. You know, I've got a friend who lives in China right now, actually. Ledger. I got a friend who lives in China right now, and she is crushing it out there. We got a second down and 15 as we come back from this commercial break. A look to the left-hand side. Jackson Smith and Jigba keeps running. He's on the move. He doesn't go out of bounds. Jackson Smith and Jigba takes it all the way. Maybe, unless they say he stepped out of bounds. I think they're going to whistle him out of bounds early here. Does he step on the line? No, he's still in bounds. He's still in bounds. He's still in bounds. That's where he steps. So it's going to be, man, JSN almost took this one to the house. He will pick up 18 yards. It's going to be a 1st and 10, though. Moves the football from the 46-yard line to the San Francisco 37. 14:48 left to go, y'all. It is the end of the first quarter. The second quarter has begun. A single back formation for the Seattle Seahawks on the 37-yard line. Hand off to Zach Charbonnet. He keeps finding room to roam. Charbonnet picks up 11. That's another first down, Seattle. First down, Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 26-yard line. Brazil would be good. Bora Bora would be a lot of fun. I remember, y'all remember the Nickelodeon show, Figure It Out? They had a trip, a prize to Bora Bora one time, and my dad had this really detailed globe, and we scanned the globe for like an hour trying to find Bora Bora on it. I was like 8 years old, maybe younger. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Sam Darnold to play action. He has so much time in that pocket that he didn't even know what to do. Didn't see anybody open upfield. He runs to the right, throws this away. 2nd down and 10. Football at the San Francisco 26-yard line. 2nd down and 10. San Francisco backed up to their own 26. On 2nd down, Seattle has possession right now. The clock is stopped with 13:58. The Seahawks line up on the right hash. We get an I formation here. Sam Darnold does this, whatever that is. Play clock down to 3. Here comes the rush. It is a blitz, and going backwards, Kenneth Walker's tackled for a loss. It is Sam O, and Sam O gonna flex right there. Well-deserved. Backwards goes Kenneth Walker for a loss of 4. It's a 3rd down and 14, and they move from the San Francisco 26 to the San Francisco 30. Good job by the 49ers defense. They've done a great job inside the red zone. We're not in the red zone just yet. 10 yards shy. 3rd down and 14. Sam Darnold has completed 6 of 8. Looks like this is going to change right now. 3rd down and 14. Darnold takes the snap, looks to the flat, throws this one. It's going to be caught by Walker, and Walker going to pick up a yard. A huge play once again. This time, Upton Stout makes the play, and it's a 4th down and 13. Time for the field goal unit. A field goal here still makes it a 2-possession game. A field goal here still makes it a 2-possession game. Thanks again to Knuckle Skinner. Thanks again to my Chris for these supers right now. Sorry, I want to make sure I give that love. South Africa is nice, too. That would be cool. That would be cool. 47-yard field goal attempt. This kick is up, and the 47-yarder, they are saying, no good! And the Seattle Seahawks field goal attempt is no good, ladies and gentlemen. The officials say this thing went to the wrong side of the post, and Myers going to be made to look like a villain after that kick. The kick is no good. 12:28 left to go. It'll be 1st and 10 for San Francisco, and they'll take over on the 37-yard line. Damn. Second missed field goal of the day. Not in this game, but we've seen one. We saw one in the last game. Again, that one was a 47-yarder. By the way, if you're ever wondering, during these field goal attempts, they are over here. It actually said 43, but it was a 47-yard attempt. So in case you guys are ever wondering, I got those there. I got these here, right? You can see these adjust in real time. 49ers going to get the football back. I get to make – it's interesting because I get to tinker with all of these settings, man. I get to choose what the penalties are on my side. If it's a chop block, if it's – I don't know, whatever it might be, right? You get the flags, you get the reviews. The plays could go into review. I think it's $20 a month for this scoreboard at keepthescore.com. I think I actually got a deal for getting a whole year in advance. But in case anybody ever wants to do their own scoreboard, keepthescore.com is what I use on this channel. Slow start. We'll be all right, Niners Nation. KSH saying right now, Seahawks will win, says Whitney Dang. Whitney, looks like you and 51% of this chat are in agreement right now. An even split, though, guys. 51% and 49%. There's not a lot separating these two. Quick look right now at the form for these two teams coming into this. The San Francisco 49ers have won 6 games straight here. That's going all the way back to before the bye week. That is going all the way back to before the bye week. They beat the Tennessee Titans. They beat the Colts. They beat the Bears in their last 3 outings. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks have done the same. The Seattle Seahawks have beat the Falcons. They've beat the Colts. They've beat the Rams in overtime. And they beat the Panthers also on a 6-game win streak. You've got that matchup here tonight with the Seahawks and the 49ers. 49ers taking over. They've got the football on the 29-yard line after the missed field goal. Yes? On the same page? I think so. Motion on the field. We line up now. There's the snap for Purdy, who looks to the left and finds number 85. That is George Kittle, my Skittle, who will pick up 5 yards on the play. Call it a gain of 6. We start the clock. 2nd down. My apologies, guys. It is second quarter. It is the second quarter here as well. So it looks like another $5 super chat comes in. Bobby saying, go Hawks, says Bobby. Going for the Seahawks right now. I see you, Bobby. 2nd down and 4. 11:52 left to go in this second quarter. Motion on the field from Kyle Juszczyk to the top of the screen. The blitz coming in. Purdy has to fire. Catch is going to be made. This time it's Christian McCaffrey who makes the grab, and that's good for a 49ers first down. First down, CMC moves from the San Francisco 43 to the Seattle 48. 2nd down and 4, a 9-yard gain equals a first down. George Kittle is dangerous, says Mark McKay. No Kittle, just Piddle, says Bud. 1st and 10. 11:17 left to go in the first half. Christian McCaffrey finally getting involved. He's got 2 carries for 4 yards, man. Brock Purdy will wind up and throw. It's Jawan Jennings who gets wrapped up and will lose a yard on the deal. Good job by the defense here. And Reek Woolen makes a good play on the sideline. Down goes Jennings. It's going to be a loss of 1. Jawan Jennings will lose a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11. 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. And I know I keep updating the time, For a lot of people who are watching, the time is not important. For those who don't have access to visually watch this game because they're working on an engine underneath a car or taking care of chores, I got you covered. 2nd down and 11. Brock Purdy will wind up and throw. This one's going to be broken up, and Jawan Jennings seems to be in pain. He was hit by Thomas on this one. Jennings slow to get up. He does get up, but the officials already called the timeout. So Jennings is going to have to sit out for one play after this one. Is that Derek Thomas who made the play? I think it was. Jawan Jennings dropped on this one. The pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 10:27. The Seattle Seahawks defense is giving up very little. And this Seattle Seahawks defense, bro, is one of the best in the business. Another call that I made at the start of the season. Seattle looking good to win this division right now. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field. Christian McCaffrey. Here it is, dropping. Looking to the right. He's going to scramble on the run from the 49-yard line. This time diving forward. Picking up about 10 on 3rd down and 11. Will bring up a 4th down and 1. So what will Shanahan do here? 4th down and 1 for the 49ers on the Seattle 39. You go for it, right? Yes, no, maybe so. 4th down and 1, Seahawks 39-yard line, 49ers in Seahawks territory. You got to go, man. You got to go. A field goal from here would be a 58-yarder, and I don't know if they can do it. It's getting real quiet here in the stadium now. 4th down and 1. Purdy takes the snap. The blitz coming in. Looks like a timeout may have been called just before the snap. 9:41 left to go. Timeout kills this play here. Seattle Seahawks take a timeout. So that stops the clock. Seattle stops the clock. They've got one timeout remaining. It's 4th down and 1. Okay. Nice defense, says MJ. That's what I'm saying, dude. Spot was terrible, says Smoke Burp. Challenge flag came in here. So I think the Seattle Seahawks are challenging the spot on this. So this is a challenge here, I believe. Maybe not. He dropped the challenge flag. Is this going to be a challenge or not? Brock Purdy definitely out 2 or 3 yards shy. So the officials, even after that challenge flag came out, not going to move the position of the football here. That football needs to come back to be like, it shouldn't be inside the 40. But it is. It's a 4th down and 1, and they're not changing their minds on this, even though the replay clearly showed it was shy of the 40. Purdy stepped out early. 4th down and 1. They're going for it. This one is incomplete. It's an incomplete pass, and I guess ball don't lie. 1st down, Seattle Seahawks. 9:35 left to go. Should have been a 4th down and 3. But there you go, man. The choice to go for it, no good. Reek Woolen playing good defense on this one. The pass was intended for Kyle Juszczyk. The pass is incomplete. And it brings up 1st and 10. It brings up 1st and 10. Damn, that's a hurt piece, says Eric Walk. Huge blue and green wave pouring through San Francisco, says Living Like Larry. I guess those birds had to fly south to take care of business, huh? That's why you blitz, says Dan Steely. Roy Williams says, I got my lawyer in New York on it. Should have kicked the damn ball, says Charles Decker. The 49ers lose possession on downs at the Seattle Seahawks 39. Did you watch Stranger Things yet, says Michael Larnino. No, I did not watch Stranger Things yet. I did not watch Stranger Things yet. I don't know, man. I don't know if I really care to watch Stranger Things anymore. It kind of felt like, this is just depressing. It felt the same way like watching The Walking Dead after like season 3. You're like, when is this going to end? Like, I just keep watching this show and I keep getting depressed. Like, nothing good ever happens. So I don't watch Stranger Things anymore. Don't watch The Walking Dead either. Should have run the ball, says Bold for Jesus. The refs are in the upside down right now, says Roy Williams. See, at least I understand that reference right there. Eating tamales, watching this game. Olga, bienvenidos, Olga. Thanks for hanging out with us. I left when Glenn died. Me too. That's honestly the moment that I left. I watched like 2 or 3 more episodes and was like, dude, Negan, I don't understand how anybody can follow Negan in there. I heard it's not very good, says BDK, says BD Kerr. Looks like Guy Fortune is back. Stranger Things is not worth wasting our time, says Axe 238 Girl. I kind of feel the same way. I went to week 6, Seattle at Jacksonville game, and did not have that as a possible Super Bowl matchup on my bingo card, which is crazy to think that we could end up with the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. The chances of that seem pretty slim, but you never know. James with spoilers out in the chat. 9:35, it's 1st and 10. Seattle Seahawks with the football. Take a look at these two teams heads up right now, guys. The San Francisco 49ers have just 39 total yards of offense. Seattle with 150. Sam Darnold will wind up and throw this one. The catch is going to be made. This is going to be another 18 yards added on to it. Jackson Smith-Njigba moves the football from the Seattle 39 to the San Francisco 42. It's an 18-yard gain for the Seattle Seahawks and another Seattle first down. First down for the Seattle Seahawks. JSN finding ways to get open. And Darnold with so much time in the pocket right now. 49ers defense just cannot get to the quarterback. Plenty of time left for the 49ers to figure it out offensively, but the 49ers defense needs to get it together quick. Here's the snap and a handoff. This time they do manage to make the stop on 1st and 10. Zach Charbonnet will pick up 2 yards to 2nd down and 8. Football moves from the 42 to the 40. Seattle at the 40-yard line. Tackle made by Collins of the San Francisco 49ers defense. We'll keep this clock moving right now. Ben Baumgartner. Thanks, my friend. Cheers to you, sir. 2nd down. Left hash motion on the field from the 40-yard line. It's going to be a snap and a handoff. Kenneth Walker goes to the left. Takes this just shy of the 35. It's 2nd down and 8. It's a 4-yard pickup from the San Francisco 44 to the San Francisco 36. This does bring up a 3rd down and 4. Can the Seattle Seahawks convert? 19 of 27 plays in 49ers territory today. You heard that right. Cross Stitch gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Thank you, Cross Stitch. 626. 3rd down and 4, shotgun formation, waiting for the snap right now. The Seattle Seahawks take it. The blitz coming in finally, and Darnold slips away. Darnold picks up the 1st down at the 31-yard line. It's a 5-yard scramble. 1st down. Sammy Darnold. So Sammy D, the Sunny D delight right now, picking up a 1st down. Lots of gifts today, Todd Tier. Yes, it is. It does feel good. Okay, 1st and 10. 7 minutes and 17 seconds. You know, it's funny. I know Lilo and Stitch like the back of my hand. I hated the live-action movie. I loved the original. I'm bringing it up because Cross Stitch just gifted out 5 Football Nation memberships. But I remember as a kid, when we would do our cross-country road trips to go out to Florida, so we would fly out of Florida to the Dominican Republic, where my family is from. On those road trips, my siblings would have me recite from memory the entire Lilo and Stitch movie. We literally printed out a script, and I learned the entire movie from front to back, which is kind of a crazy thing, but anyways. the only movie I want to see is Primate. Did you hear about those two monkeys that were sharing the Amazon Prime account? Yeah, they were primates. All right, that's a really bad joke. That's a really bad joke. Shout out to Bert Winter saying, welcome to First Downs. I can do that with Taxi Driver. Totally in the Primate Super Bowl picks. Well, you never know. Dad jokes for the win. I got a lot of dad jokes in the pocket now. I got a lot of SpongeBob references as well, Owl on the Prowl. I guess, you know what's a good chat right now, guys? What about best cartoon of all time? Best cartoon of all time. We are in the middle of a commercial break right now. When we get back, it'll be a 1st and 10. Looks like there was an injury on the play, and it's a big injury too, guys. D. Winters was injured on the play, just so y'all know. D. Winters is up and on his feet. Speed Racer, okay. Bleach anime, I've seen Bleach. Gotta be Bugs Bunny. Man, what's up, Doc? Looney Tunes? We're tiny, we're toony. Family Guy. Seems today that all you see is violence in movies. A $2 super chat. Here we go. D. Willie saying thunder, 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 hope. The Simpsons definitely got to be up there for sure. Johnny Bravo, in case you did not know, Seth MacFarlane was a producer. The writer of Family Guy was a producer on Johnny Bravo. Johnny Bravo helped inspire Quagmire, just so you know. And if you rewatch it, the dude's a dog, bro. Okay, here's the snap on 1st and 10. Zach Charbonnet up the middle will pick up about 6. It's a 2nd down and 4 and puts us at the San Francisco 25-yard line. I used to love cartoons growing up, man. I've got a tattoo of Reptar from the Rugrats on my back right now. The Animaniacs. We are the Animaniacs. South Park, definitely one of the best. 2nd down and 4. 25-yard line. I'm going to step away from the chat. I am getting distracted by my own question here. Single back, Sam Darnold from the 25 will hand off to Charbonnet again. There is no stopping the Seattle Seahawks ground game right now. Seattle Seahawks doing whatever they want. It's another 5-yard gain, but there's a flag on the play, and this is going to be, I guess that's one way to stop them. It's a holding if they stop themselves. Holding, offense, Gray Zabel. It was a 2nd down and 4. The holding penalty makes it a 2nd down and 14. Replay, 2nd down. 2nd down and 14. 2nd down and 14. In front, you used to discipline him with Lilo and Stitch and SpongeBob references. He took the hint without it embarrassing him. I like it. Embarrassing them a little bit is always okay. Here's a look to the left-hand side, a wind-up and a throw. Looks like A.J. Barner will pick up 5 yards here. This will bring up a 3rd down. Looks like a 3rd down and what happened here? So the penalty, 2nd down and 4. The penalty looks like it happened a few yards beyond the line of scrimmage. They replayed 2nd down. It brought up a 2nd down and 11, folks. So not a 2nd down and 14. So a 2nd down and 11. A.J. Barner made the grab. He picked up 5 yards on the play. It brings up a 3rd down and 6. We're lined up on the 28-yard line. Sam Darnold in a shotgun formation. Charbonnet to his right. The blitz coming in. Sam Darnold with time looks to the left. Will air this out to JSN. Double coverage there. And this pass will go down as incomplete. 4th down and 6. Good job by Green on the play. How does that go? Mama had a chicken. Mama had a cow. Daddy don't. I don't remember the cow and chicken one. The Flintstones is a good one. I do like the Flintstones. The Jetsons, also a good one. Seattle Seahawks, 45-yard field goal attempt here. Okay, 45-yarder. 45-yarder. Seattle going to kick this one. The kick is up. The kick is good. And so, The Seattle Seahawks will put 3 more points on the board. The score is 10-0. Oops, and I ended that a little bit early. So it stops the clock, 5 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. The San Francisco 49ers are going to get the football back. Let's give their sound a chance to ring for a second, because the Seahawks did indeed knock back that field goal, and the score is now 10-0. San Francisco, the defense, able to get some stops when it gets close to their own end zone. But they've given up a lot of yardage in this game, guys. Take a look over here. 193. Meanwhile, the Seattle Seahawks defense has held San Francisco to 25 passing yards and 14 rushing yards. Ouch. Big oof, big ouch. And if you can shut down Christian McCaffrey, you can shut down the 49ers. Courtney saying can barely keep up with the chat. Me too. I can barely keep up with the chat myself. Fraggle Rock was puppets. The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Garfield. Okay, okay. Widget, the World Watcher. Never heard of that one. What about Captain Planet? Anything Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? Those of you guys who are in my age range. Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? Who gets the win there? Oh, that's a tough one, man. Because you got like Dexter's Laboratory and all the other stuff out there. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast. That would be a good one. Oh, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. PBSkids.org. I remember watching Zoom and Zaboomafoo. Actually, Dragon Ball Z, bro. Damn, how did nobody say DBZ coming into this? How did none of you guys say DBZ coming into this? Even you, Vegeta. I bet you're out there watching right now. Drop the ball, dude. Drop the ball. Nickelodeon easy. Cartoon Network, says Goon. Cartoon Network wins hands down, says Chris Schuff. I'm sure some of the older crowd is like, what are these guys talking about? And some of the younger kids are probably thinking like, I don't watch either of those. What is cable TV? So we are anyone that's between the ages of like 25 and 45, you guys have gone through some stuff with me, man. We've seen a lot happen. Here is the kickoff. The San Francisco 49ers are going to have that bounce into the landing zone, and it goes out of bounds. The flag is going to be thrown, and this is going to put the 49ers on the 40-yard line. Okay, so, queso. I could totally go for some queso. Angry Beavers before it became a giggity moment. Yes. Angry Beavers. I do remember that show. What about All Real Monsters? That was a good one. I also liked Rocco's Modern Life. 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Purdy's got a motion, man. It's Christian McCaffrey. He'll wind up and throw this one. The tackle's going to be made well behind the line of scrimmage. The catch is made on the left-hand side. And down goes number 85, George Kittle. Kittle going to lose 6 yards on the play. It brings up a 2nd down and 16. Nick Emenwari going to make the tackle for a loss, and Emenwari shuts down the 49ers quickly. They already only had 39 yards of offense. They now have 33 yards of offense. Oof. That's bad. Going backwards does not help. 2nd down and 16, 34-yard line. Purdy takes the snap. He'll wind up and throw another immediate hit. No chance to move. Christian McCaffrey gets blown up as well. Picks up 5 yards. 3rd down and 11. This could be a 3-and-out for the 49ers with 4:20 left to go. Just about. Brad Mack just subscribed. Thanks, Brad. Appreciate that. Good throw, good catch, just not enough distance on there. Brock Purdy playing the short ball. He's got to find someone upfield, but someone's got to get open. Jawan Jennings is the motion man. Here comes the pressure, and this time stepping through the pocket, He'll wind up and throw. Someone is open. It is Jauan Jennings. He gets across midfield, and that's good for a first down, San Francisco. Is it? It should be. 1st and 10 at the Seattle 48. First down, San Fran. To the Seattle 48. They go from the 39, and it's a 13-yard grab for Jauan Jennings. Three receptions today for 19 yards. Single back formation, motion, snap, handoff to the left-hand side. This will be Brian Robinson Jr. who gets the carry, moves this one a 6-yard pickup. Brian Robinson picks up about 6 to 2nd down and 4. 3 minutes left to go, 2nd down and 4, football at the Seattle 42. 49ers in Seattle Seahawks territory with 3 minutes here left to go. Can the 49ers get at least a touchdown before the end of the half? They're going to need one if they actually want to win this game. Break! Purdy under center. Brian Robinson is the running back in on this play. Motion on the field. It's a little play action. Purdy got to get rid of it quickly, turning away from the challenge. Hey-oh! Looks like the catch will be made there. Looks like the catch will be made there by George Kittle, the safety blanket. 2nd down and 4. Kittle picks up 5. It's a first down, San Francisco. First down, 49ers. Larry gifting a super chat right now. Shout out to Linda, who's out in Georgia. Larry, you have a sister named Linda too? So do I, man. See, like I said, birds of the same feather. Appreciate that, Larry. Shout out to you and your sister. Georgia, Georgia. Okay, whistles coming in. We take to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes. Looking for newbies, newbies, newbies. All right, guys, how many of y'all are new in this channel? We are at the 2-minute warning, so I'm going to ask y'all now. Drop 5 emojis, or just say I'm new if you are new. If you are new. Seattle's defense is suffocating, absolutely. Austin Cole, what up? Nico, hello. Isaac saying, not me. Thank you, Isaac. I've got Ultimate Powerful Bat Logo King saying, yes, me. Bud Gabrielson. Bud Gabrielson, what's going on, man? My mom is Linda saying, clearing ahead king. Let's see. Reading some more of these. I am new, says Ledger Man. Definitely new, says Joe Skies. Mr. Pickles, Tommy Pickles. I am new, saying Jay Masugi. Or Masushi? Jay Masushige. What's going on, Jay? I got Larry in the chat. Michael Moe saying hello. And LaShawn Korb, welcome back, LaShawn. I'm new, says Darren. What up, Darren? I got Deontay Bryant saying I am new. What up, Deontay? Welcome in, big dog. New for sure, says Jay Morgan. Put on your helmets. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one here. Schoolhouse Rock, Time Tunnel. I'm brand new, says Elvis Wright. 100, 100, 100. Andrea Jameson, hello. What up, Andrea? Bretta saying new. Hey, who dares, eh? What up, man? Benny Boy saying me. What up, Benny Boy? Benny and the Jets. Benny and the Jets. Lisa Richardson, welcome to First Down, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Okay, guys, chat aside, it's a 1st and 10. The Seattle Seahawks on defense, the San Francisco 49ers got a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 37. They've got a way to go. They're going to try to get some points here is my guess. New Ramley in the house saying, Larry, hope so. Barney and friends. Good one. Good one. Shout out from Hawaii, says S. Knight Daniel. Looks like TX Erminal saying me. What up, TX Erminal? Not me, says Charles. Jonathan Brewer, hello. 808 Ripa, what up, man? You even pronounced my last name right. Thanks, appreciate that. Looks like FDJC Engine blessing the channel again. Thank you, Mr. FDJC Engine. Thanks, man. You're always in the chat, and I really, really, really appreciate you being here, man. Motion on the field with 2 minutes left to go. It's a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey takes it from the 37 out to the 34. It's a 3-yard gain, and the clock will stop here. Start here, excuse me. Seriously? Thank you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. FDJC Engine. Much love, man. Third game with you, but I finally subscribed today. Go Niners. Love it, man. Love it, love it. Welcome in, guys. Okay, I'm stepping away from the chat, folks, because we got to call this game for the thousands of people who are watching. 2nd down and 7. A handoff, a toss back. Here is that flea flicker play I was talking about earlier. Christian McCaffrey going to make the grab. So, McCaffrey got the handoff. McCaffrey tossed it backwards to Jennings. Jennings tossed it backwards again. And Brock Purdy threw this one forward to Christian McCaffrey. This will bring up a 3rd down and 3. It's a 4-yard pickup. Someone in the chat has been asking all day long, what is a flea flicker? You just saw it there if you had access to this game. It's a 3rd down and 3. It's a 3rd down and 3. Football at the 30-yard line. Christian McCaffrey runs out into the slot. Purdy takes the snap on 3rd down. They are in field goal range. Purdy going to try to use the legs, but he gets hit and gains nothing. It's a 4th down here. As a matter of fact, it's going to go down as a sack by Nwosu. Uchenna Nwosu getting a sack on this play. Good job by the 49ers defense once again. Timeout called this time by the Seattle Seahawks. Stops the clock with 1:10. Seattle is officially out of timeouts here in the first half. 4th down and 3. 1:10 left to go. I got 2 games for you guys tomorrow, and then football is over. Well, then we go to the postseason, guys. Postseason football is right around the corner. This is Week 18. We will be raffling off some stuff tomorrow night regardless of whether or not we have a grand prize winner. I'm excited to share with you guys. Here comes this field goal now. Pinedo going to kick a 48-yarder here, so a 48-yard field goal attempt from Eddie Pinedo. He lines this thing up in between the hashes. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is going to be just a little bit closer. 3 points on the board. The field goal is good. Pinedo puts 3 up, and we no longer have a shutout here. No longer have a shutout here. Looks like Eric has gifted out 5 Football Nation memberships. Let's go. Okay. So we are going to get another kickoff. The Seahawks are going to get the football here. 1:10 left to go before the commercial break, before the 2-minute warning. Or I should say before halftime. If you are new to the channel, then you guys have never done our trivia quiz. The trivia quiz is here for funsies, guys, and I want y'all to have fun with me. But I'm not going to show y'all what the trivia quiz holds, at least not just yet. So, trivia coming up shortly, but not quite there yet. Jimmy Neutron. Bro, Jimmy Neutron. What about Fairly Odd Parents? We'll take the points on the board. Motivation for halftime says of 94-90. Kickoff here. Seattle is going to return from the 2 to the 10, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35. Down he goes. Stops the clock with 1 minute. It's 1st and 10 for Seattle. Sorry about that. Lots of game left. Absolutely. South Park. People did say South Park. Someone did say South Park, Richard. We did see South Park pop in. Cabo, San Lucas in the house. What's up? Hello from San Antonio. Hello to you from San Antonio. All right, guys, 1st and 10, shotgun formation, motion on the field. Into the slot at the top of the screen goes Cooper Kupp. Sam Darnold with 60 seconds left to go from the 35-yard line. He is in trouble. Sam Darnold is going to be dropped. That's the 2nd bag of the day for Sam O. Sam Okeanu going to get another sack on the day. This is going to bring up a 2nd down and 16. Sam O makes a huge play, and the Seattle Seahawks don't have a way to stop the clock right now, so the clock should be ticking here. 27 seconds left to go. Backed up on 2nd down and 15. Looks like 2nd down and 16 maybe even. The catch will be made by A.J. Barner. Barner will take this one out to the 38, maybe the 39. They're going to hustle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but they're not going to hit enough time to get a play out here, man. I think this will take us to the halftime break. Players lining up. They might take a shot upfield. Looks like, nah. They're going to turn away from this. Sam Darnold said, nah, whatever. Turned around. This takes us to halftime. Let's put 13 minutes on the board. Let's also give both teams their timeouts back. Looks like San Francisco will get the football to start the 2nd half. And it's time for our trivia quiz. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for trivia. I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions. I do understand that my scoreboard is the wrong one above my head. There we go. All set. Just do your best and forget the rest, guys. Let's see how y'all do on this one. Question number 1. Who is leading the Seattle Seahawks in receiving yards this season? We talked about it at the start of this stream. You guys should know this by now. This man also leads the entire NFL in receiving yards this season. The answer to question number 1, kind of a no-brainer. Kind of a no-brainer, and that's meant to be this way, guys. The answer is Jackson Smith-Njigba. Jackson Smith-Njigba has 1,709 receiving yards entering today's game. Not to mention the fact that throughout today's game, he's also picked up another 52 yards. So yeah, pretty big day, pretty big season for JSN. Question number 2. Who is leading the San Francisco 49ers in rushing yards this season? Is it Brock Purdy, Brian Robinson Jr., or Christian McCaffrey? A, B, or C? Five seconds here. No penalties for wrong answers, guys. Is it Purdy, Robinson, or Christian McCaffrey? The answer is Christian McCaffrey. Also, pretty obvious one there. 1,179 rushing yards for CMC. Over 1,000 rushing yards. Pretty good for Christian McCaffrey. Let's move on to question number 3, guys. Question number 3. Who is leading the Seahawks in rushing touchdowns? Is it Sam Darnold, Zach Charbonnet, or Kenneth Walker? Not in rushing yards, but rushing touchdowns. Maybe that will help you guys get this one right. The most rushing touchdowns this season for the Seattle Seahawks. A, B, or C? Kenneth Walker leads this team in rushing yards, but Zach Charbonnet leads this team in rushing touchdowns. 11 rushing touchdowns. 15 games played, 167 carries. This is a running back by committee if I've ever seen one here in Seattle. Let's move on to question number 4. Question number 4. Who was leading the 49ers in receiving touchdowns entering today's game? Again, another pulse check trivia quiz, guys. Another pulse check trivia quiz. Who is leading the San Francisco 49ers in receiving touchdowns entering today's game? Is it Juwan Jennings, Christian McCaffrey, or George Kittle? Now, I will say, Christian McCaffrey leads this team in receiving yards, in case you did not know. Juwan Jennings leads this team in receiving touchdowns. 9 receiving touchdowns for Jennings, 7 for Kittle, 7 for McCaffrey, 5 for Tonjes, 2 for Juszczyk, 2 for Farrell, and 1 for Demarcus Robinson. Question number 5. Who is the only player on the Seattle Seahawks defense with a pick 6 this year? Only one player this year for this elite defense has a pick 6 this season. Who is it? Who is it? Is it Devin Witherspoon, Therese Knight, or Ernest Jones the fourth? What do you think it is, A, B, or C? I'll tell you, not only does this man have the only pick six on the team, he also leads this team in total tackles. Ernest Jones, 127 total tackles this season. He's got 5 interceptions, leading the team in interceptions, tackles, and defensive touchdowns. Who was leading the 49ers in tackles entering today's game? Is it Upton Stout, D. Winters, or Tatum Batoon? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Total tackles, guys. Here's a hint. This person exited today's game with an injury. Do you remember who that was? I said this is a big deal here. Is it Stout, Winters, or Batoon? The answer is D. Winters. D. Winters leads this team in total tackles entering today's game. 99 total tackles. He did get a couple tackles in this one, so he has broken triple digits, but only just. Let's move on to another question that some of y'all might remember. Who was the last team that the Seattle Seahawks beat in the playoffs? Was it the Eagles, the Packers, or the LA Rams? The last team that this Seattle Seahawks unit beat in the postseason, A, B, or C? Do you remember? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Well, I'll say this, guys. It's been a while since the Seattle Seahawks have won a playoff game. The wild card game that was played on January 5th, 2020. It has been 6 years since the Seattle Seahawks have won a playoff game. Today is January 3rd, 2026. All right, guys, what year did the San Francisco 49ers draft Nick Bosa? You guys know Nick Bosa, that guy who's been injured for like the entire season, one of the best players on this team. What year was he drafted? Do you know? Do you care? Do you know? I will say this, almost a first overall pick. He was the second pick overall in this draft. The answer is C. The 2019 draft out of OSU. The 2019 draft out of OSU, Nick Bosa, currently on IR, man. 2 bags on the year, though, even though he hasn't played since like week 4, but hey. Question number 9. I got 2 more for you. Jackson Smith-Njigba holds which of these single season records? Is it targets, receptions, or receiving yards? For the Seattle Seahawks, which of these does Jackson Smith-Njigba actually have? A, B, or C? I think Dez was listening earlier. I think Dez was listening over. I think Philip also was listening earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, the answer is all of the above. Jackson Smith-Njigba has set records across the board for the Seattle Seahawks this season. Shout out to number 11. Final question, question number 10. Who was the last team that the San Francisco 49ers beat in the playoffs? Was it the Detroit Lions, the Dallas Cowboys, or the Green Bay Packers? Who was the last team that the 49ers beat in the postseason? A, B, or C? Got a mixed bag of answers right now. Well, the answer is the Detroit Lions. The answer is the Detroit Lions, guys. That's your final answer. So, what do you think? How did y'all do here? Did y'all do all right? You did okay on this trivia quiz? Only 5 again, says JT Rice. Cooked, says Mr. Mojo. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10. LaShawn Korb, 6 out of 10. JD Rams fan, 5 out of 10. Finally, 9 out of 10, says Raphael. Good job. Good job. Allison got 9 out of 10. Good job, Allison. Thanks for checking in. Andy Pfeiffer saying 10 out of 10. Troy Morgan saying 8 out of 10. This was your best quiz today? Raiders guy, let's go, bro. Okay, so the funky is fun. Well, let's get back to this game. We're going to turn this down just a little bit. We're going to turn this this lo-fi back on. And we're going to get back to our normal pace. Just show of hands, guys. How many of y'all in the chat was this your first time ever doing a trivia quiz? If this was your first time ever doing a trivia quiz, I want to see. I want to know. Who is doing the halftime show, asks Prince. I don't know, dude. I don't get a chance to see that. We all went, says Geocentric. Michael Moe saying first time here. Looks like Ladale Jenkins. What's going on, Ladale Jenkins? Saying I'm here. Grizzly saying I'm new, bro. Grizzly first time in. Darren first time doing the trivia. Freaky Band Kid. I see you. You know this one time at band camp? Kidding. Mitzi, thank you for playing the trivia quiz for the first time. Linda, Maximus, the Axe 238 girl, Andy Pfeiffer first time. Faceless Photography first time. Robin first time. First time for these two teams. I don't really care too much, says Chupaconda. Chupaconda. I'm a first-timer, says Shelly. Thanks, Shelly. Thank you for playing. Nice, guys. A lot of first-timers here. Let's see. Time for you to sing a Beatles song. Oh, man. I don't even know, man. In a couple of years, they have built a home, sweet home. With a couple of kids dancing in the yard of Desmond and Molly Jones. Walk, 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 walk. Desmond went to market in the... Okay, all right, a little obla-dee, obla-da. That's it. That's it right there. God bless the Beatles, man, every time. It's time for a Beatles song, he says. They say. Okay. So 2 minutes left to go during this halftime break. Let's talk about some stats here. Let's talk about some stats right now. Make sure that I've got my screens all situated. Want to make sure that... Okay, cool. So in this game, guys, it's kind of been a one-sided contest. The 49ers are going to have a chance to come back out and do all right. 69 total yards in the first half. Giggity, giggity. But that's not all right. I can't say all right because it's not all right. It's not all right. You can't have 69 yards in the first half of a football game and expect to win the game. I was saying earlier that the 49ers defense had to figure it out. 49ers defense has actually been doing okay to hold the Seahawks to just 10. It's the offense that needs to get figured out because Seattle is giving nothing. So far in this game, Brock Purdy has completed 10 of 13 for just 47 yards. Christian McCaffrey has 3 carries for 7 yards. Brian Robinson Jr. has 1 carry for 6, which is crazy. It's almost kicking time. It is almost kicking time, my friend. It is almost kicking time right now. Seahawks gonna win, says Cruz Jones. Thumbs down. Are you confusing to watch? You are confusing to watch. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. You are literally 1 out of 84,000 people, so you're not being held captive. You don't have to be here if you don't want to. I'd like to have you here, and I'd like a chance to convince you, but I don't. As they would say, I don't even know who you are. So, I don't even know who you are, bro. I don't even know who you are. We got about 10 seconds here left to go in this halftime break. We've got about 10 seconds left to go here in this halftime break. We'll reset this clock right now. Hey, man, no skin off my backside. No skin off my backside. 1st and 10. San Francisco 49ers actually have not received the kickoff just yet. You can see using the drive charts down below that are conveniently placed for you that the San Francisco 49ers are set to receive the second half kickoff. We have stats on the right-hand side, a scoreboard above my head, not 1 but 2 drive charts down below and your new favorite color radio broadcaster on YouTube. Let's do this thing. Lining up to start the second half, ladies and gentlemen, the Seattle Seahawks kick this away. This goes back. We get a return. Oh, a muffed kickoff here. Down at the 5, he finally picks it up. He'll be dropped after recovering the muffed kick. Brian Robinson Jr. was set to return. He gets this out to the 12-yard line, so a bad kickoff here. A bad kickoff return here for the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco about to take over. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 12-yard line. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck calling this play right now. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck calling this play right now. 12-yard line. Football on the left hash. A snap and a handoff. Up the middle goes Christian McCaffrey, and McCaffrey moves it from the San Francisco 12 to the San Francisco 17. 2nd down and 5. Please, I hope nobody's confused by that. I understand it can be confusing. 2nd down and 5 coming up. Football at the San Francisco 17. Make sure nobody's confused. 49ers with the football. 49ers with the football on the San Francisco 17-yard line. Empty backfield? No. Shotgun formation. McCaffrey to the left of Brock Purdy. Here is a handoff to Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey will pirouette here as he's dropped after a 1-yard gain. It brings up a 3rd down and 4, moving the football from the San Francisco 17 to the San Francisco 18. 14:05 left to go in the 3rd quarter. In the huddle right now, the San Francisco 49ers dialing up their next play. Purdy calls what he needs to call. Break! They line up. Another shotgun formation from the 18-yard line. Brock Purdy with trips to the right-hand side. Purdy takes the snap. A 4-man rush comes in. Purdy going to wind up and throw this one. Going up to the top shelf and making the catch right here. That's good for a 1st down. Demarcus Robinson going to be hit by Josh Joby, but not before he picks up 13 yards. This was a 3rd down and 4 from the San Francisco 18-yard line. A 13-yard grab makes it a 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 31. 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 31. Seahawks on defense. Seahawks on defense. Here's the snap from the right hash. Dropping back, looking right, looking left, throwing and catching. Christian McCaffrey also goes to the top shelf here. He'll pick up 7 yards on that catch as he's brought down by Thomas. This brings up a 2nd down and 3. So 2nd down and 3 after the 1st and 10 from the San Francisco 31. Football is at the San Francisco 38 after the 7-yard catch from Christian McCaffrey. 12 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go. The San Francisco 49ers have possession. Purdy sends a man in motion. Kendrick Bourne is the motion man. Purdy looks the opposite way. Catch will be made by George Kittle, and that'll be just enough for a 1st down. A 2nd down and 3, a gain of about 5. That's good for a 1st down, 49ers. 1st and 10 coming up for San Francisco. They line up on the 42. They move from the 38 to the 42. Boya Mafe was there to make the tackle. 49ers have the football. Break! Brian Robinson Jr. standing to the right of Brock Purdy in this shotgun formation. However, the strong side is on the left side. A bit of a trap play right now, and Brian Robinson avoids the trap, which he should have followed that trap play on the right-hand side. Good blocking from Kyle Juszczyk, ignored, and the result of the play is just a 3-yard gain. 3 yards picked up. It was 1st and 10 from the San Fran 42. It's now 2nd down and 7 at the San Fran 45. Another tackle, credit to Boya Mafe. 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. 11 minutes and 20 seconds from the 45-yard line. We've got motion on the field. To the bottom of the screen goes Juwan Jennings. Purdy takes the snap as the blitz comes in. Purdy gonna get wrapped up and dropped. He is dropped by Reed. It brings up a 3rd down and 14. A loss of 7 on the play brings up a 3rd down and 14. And the Seattle Seahawks defense does a great job of getting the stop. So Jerron Reed makes the tackle, the man out of Alabama, 33 years old, probably 33 years young after that one. That's a big boy, man. That's a big dude. Third down and extra long. From the 39-yard line, the San Francisco 49ers need to string together another couple plays here. The blitz comes in, a look to the left, and a pitiful looking pass to the left-hand side goes incomplete as Brock Purdy feels the pressure coming in. Nick Emenwari gets the pressure to Brock Purdy, and that pass is incomplete, bringing up a 4th down and 14 at the San Francisco 39. This is where the drive stalls, folks. San Francisco, I don't even think, has really gotten into the red zone at all in this game. So Thomas Morstead on 4th down and 14 will punt for the 49ers. This one is a high-hanging punt, and we do get a return from the 21 to the 25, the 30, the 35, a cut back and down at the 37. This will bring up a 1st and 10. I don't see any flags right here, guys. A good solid punt return for the Seattle Seahawks. They now have possession. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 37, and I think we go back to a commercial break. 10:07 left to go. Let's see what's going on with you guys in the chat. What's up, man? What is up in the chat? Let's go 49ers. Blinded me with science, says Mr. Mojo. Did you guys see the glare that was coming off of the whatever was happening on the screen? Let's see. Brock was sacked, bagged, and toe tagged. Let's go see. Let's see. If the Hawks go up 17, I will send 5 subscribers. Okay, Eric. I'll hold you to it, buddy. I'll hold you to it. What's going on, Grizzly? How are y'all doing in this chat? Do you think the Texans have a chance to make the AFC title game at least? Okay, before I confuse anybody again, we are in a commercial break, so I'm going to read some of the chats. When we get back from this commercial break, it will be 1st and 10 for the Seattle Seahawks at the at the Seattle-owned 37. Someone called Joe Montana. Let's see. Rachel Wilson saying yes. PNW Outdoor saying, shouldn't the mods be neutral? The mods are volunteers, guys. We've got a couple of volunteers right now. Bobby, thank you very much for the shout-out. What's going on, Bobby? Appreciate you. Bobby Totten in the chat. This game is giving me the hot snakes. I forgot about that phrase, man. I forgot about that, Nick. I forgot y'all were talking about hot snakes. Todd Tier says, I'm confused. What is that? Is mayonnaise an instrument? Little SpongeBob joke right there. Is mayonnaise an instrument? The lid. The lid. The lid. What is the hot snakes? You don't want to know, JM. You don't want to know. Do you think Seattle will win the Super Bowl? I think they've got what it takes. If I'm being 100% genuinely honest here, King Pumpkin, I do think that the Seattle Seahawks have what it takes to win the Super Bowl. And if Sam Darnold can get it done, man, that would be very, very cool. Mario, are you Niners or Seahawks? Faceless photography. I'm Cowboys, bro. I'm Cowboys. This is me just calling the game as I see it. I'm not wearing my Cowboys gear today. I'm not wearing my Cowboys jersey today. I got a 1st and 10 coming up right now from the 37-yard line. Here's the snap, looking and checking this one down from the 47, from the 37 to the 39. Apologies. Okay. I'm stepping away from the chat. We are starting the clock once again. It's a 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8. 9 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Football at the Seattle 39. Seahawks have yet to cross midfield. They are pushing towards midfield right now as they go towards 49ers end zone. Shotgun formation, motion on the field from Rashid Shaheed to the top of the screen. Sam Darnold takes the snap. The blitz is coming in. He checks it down to Walker. Walker's got a blocker ahead. Walker gets out to the 50-yard line. He gains about 15 yards. That's good for a San Francisco 49ers. First down. First down for Seattle. Now I can understand the confusion. First down for Seattle here, and that time that's on me. Third down. Conversion, second down conversion. I was doing better in the chair. Maybe I should sit back down in my chair. Ugh. Maybe I should sit back down in my chair. We're across midfield. The Seattle Seahawks have the football. They are approaching and now officially inside of 49ers territory from the 48-yard line. Kenneth Walker gets the carry to the right-hand side. Kenneth Walker, again, another pinball situation here as he bounces off of 49ers defenders. This time, the down judge is going to mark this as looks like an 8-yard gain for Kenneth Walker on 1st and 10. It brings up a second down and 2. Football at the San Francisco 40-yard line. 1st and 10 becomes second down and 2. They move from the 48 to the 40. Good blocking up there. Looks like Jake Bobo was there to block. Was that Jake Bobo to block? Nah, man, that was Eric Saubert who was blocking on the right-hand side. Great block to pick up 8 yards. 2nd and 2 from the 40. Here is the handoff. Kenneth Walker gets wrapped up, will pick up a yard. It brings up a 3rd down and 1. Football to about the San Francisco 39. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. The clock has stopped for an injury on the field. Hold the phone. Seattle has the football. There is an injury on the field right now. I'm going to drop this in the chat. So maybe rolled up on the leg. At least it didn't snap. Oof. Okay. So at least it didn't snap. We've stopped the clock. There's an injury on the field. Looks like the injury is going to be to a Seattle Seahawk player right now. Seattle Seahawks going to lose Jones at this moment. So Jones is currently down. It's the left tackle for the Seattle Seahawks offense. They have officially cut to a commercial break. I've got a super chat that just came in right now. Dive Guy Travels saying, I am so confused. I appreciate you. Thank you, Dive Guy Travels. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Here's a fist bump, dude. Let's go. Who's hurt, Faceless? Here you go. It is Jones, number 74, who is down for the Seattle Seahawks offense. They have cut to a commercial break. We're looking at a 3rd down and 1 from the San Francisco 39 when we get back from the commercial break. And currently, they are just clearing off this injury. I don't know if it's a bad injury. I didn't see anything snap or break, which y'all know me, I'm super squeamish when it comes to that kind of stuff. See it from time to time in this brutal sport. Luckily, nothing like that happened here. What position does Jones play? Well, there you go. You've got it, Brian. Left tackle on that side. Looks like a super came in. Mario is the new Madden, says Panda Shaw. Working on it. You need a sports trading card, says Mark. What are they saying? Daytime. Yo no sé, mi amigo. What I do know is that when we get back, it is going to be a 3rd down. Kenneth Walker did not gain much on that last play, a 1-yard play before he was stuffed by Malik Mustafa, who is one of the better players remaining on the defensive side here for the San Francisco 49ers. A stop made by the safety here led to an injury on the left tackle. What happened on that play was Mustafa came in to make the tackle on Walker, and they rolled over onto the right leg of Jones. Commercial break is over. Looks like the injury has been cleared. 3rd down and 1 at the San Francisco 39. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. As indicated by the possession needle above my head, the Seattle Seahawks have possession. It's 3rd down. Can Seattle convert this huge 3rd down? They've actually moved the football to the 40, so it's a 3rd down and 2. Single back formation. Sam Darnold motions to the receivers on the ends here. Here comes the snap. It's a handoff to Charbonnet. Charbonnet nowhere to go. He's going to lose yards. Diamador Lenore makes the tackle there. It's a 4th down and 6. He's going to get a nice pat on the helmet there from Robert Saleh. 49ers defense looks like they finally showed up. Can the offense do the same? Can the offense do the same? Diamador Lenore with a huge play there. He was trying to find the edge. Looked like Kenneth Walker was trying to find the edge. Couldn't find it. Time to punt. Seattle Seahawks going to send this back. Here is the snap. Here is the boot. This one signaled a fair catch at about the 9-yard line. So 1st and 10 coming up for the San Francisco 49ers. The drive chart down below just showed you the punt. You've also got a drive chart that says it's the 49ers football. This says it's the 49ers football. This is also going to update in just a moment. I need Zach to get 40 more yards, says TX. Okay. All right. Number 9, says Todd Tier. Boomer, no name. Boomer, no name. Thanks for checking in, man. It's time to bench Purdy and put in Mac Jones, says Raphael Clater. You know, Mac Jones probably would be playing a lot more aggressively here. I need a Mario bobblehead. Let's see. Well, I can breathe now, says Roy Williams. Goofy is a dog with a dog. Yeah, isn't that weird? Is Steve Young available? I don't think so, folks. I don't think so. All right, y'all, raise your hand if you have already played your weekly pick'ems. Have you already made your weekly pick'ems? Looking for you guys in the chat. We are in the commercial break after the punt. When we get back from the commercial break, it'll be 1st and 10 for San Francisco. But if you have played your pick'ems, raise your hand. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be giving away $100 to someone who can get all of these right. Mark McKay got his. LaShawn got hers. So funny. Glizzard, Gary, Living Like Larry, Tamara, Tommy, I see you. Looks like AC 180. Courtney said nope, not yet. Raider guy saying he got to play. Shelly got to play. Tarzan Jerry got to play. John McElhenney played. JM got to play. Okay. I didn't get a copy, says Robert Zamora. So I sent out the mass email for the week, the weekly email updates. I applied an extra link in there, Robert, that you should be able to click on to basically go back to where you make those picks, and then you can make a change, and it should send you a copy of your picks. If you didn't get a copy of your picks, guys, if you didn't get a copy of your picks, then just go back to the link. It's in the description down below. Here's a link one more time, guys. I'll put this in. If you want to play, there is a link. Spammed it into the chat right there. This will take you to footballnationusa.com. That is my page directly on the Pick'ems tab. Click this image. Just click this image, make your picks, and once your pick is in, you'll get a chance at $100. We're also going to be raffling off some prizes, guys, but this is the last week. And if you don't do it today, you're probably not going to wake up at 10 a.m. and do it tomorrow. 1st and 10 from the 9-yard line. Christian McCaffrey gets the carry. He moves it from the 9 to the 12. That's a 3-yard gain on 1st and 10. It brings up a 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7. Starts the clock once again. Second down and 7. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. San Francisco lines up at their own 12-yard line. So San Francisco has possession. Kyle Juszczyk is on the move to the top of the screen. Waiting for the snap, Brock Purdy on the right hash. Takes it. 4-man rush comes in. Purdy will wind up and throw. Hits a man in stride. It's Christian McCaffrey. 2nd down and 7. He picks up 5. It's a 3rd down and 2. So 3rd down and 2 now. Christian McCaffrey, 5 receptions for 30 yards, 6 rushing attempts for just 16. Is Christian McCaffrey a running back or is Christian McCaffrey a wide receiver? Kind of hard to tell this season, considering. Sorry, guys. I'm still wiping. Sorry, I don't want to be gross or anything. I just don't want to clean myself up here on camera. 3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation. Trips to the left-hand side. Taking the snap on 3rd down and short. A throw to the left-hand side. The catch will be made by Demarcus Robinson. It'll be a 1-yard gain. It brings up a 4th down and 1. Oh, no. Time to punt again. Another 3 and out for the San Francisco 49ers. When will it end? Another 3 and out for the 49ers. So, after tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, my next game won't be until Thursday. It's the semifinals for college football. We'll have 2 semifinals games. But we'll cross that bridge in a bit. Time to punt this one away. 4th down and 1. 49ers punt. That one is a boomer of a kick. A fair catch signaled at the 31-yard line. Call it the 32. A 50-yard punt from Morstead means 1st and 10 for Seattle. Literally more punts than points for the 49ers today. More punts than points for the 49ers today. Terrible offense playing against a very good defense, says Alpha. Now they're going to lose the game, says Iburn. 206 Top Dog saying Seattle is smoking. I need 28 yards for JSN. And a name for my son's new assassin snail. Assassin snail. Assassin snail. I don't know. Ooh, I'll have to think about that one. Assassin snail nicknames. That's funny. We'll think about this one. Anyone question mark the web address for the Pick'ems? The weekly Pick'ems right there. Again, guys, just go to footballnationusa.com. That is my website that I made myself. If you can't find it, footballnationusa.com. Navigate to the Pick'ems tab, and you will see everything you need down there, Michael. I need 69 rushing yards from CMC. Giggity. I don't know if you're going to get that hot. I don't know if you're going to get that Harvey the Snail. I thought all snails were assassins. 49ers, rest in peace, says 206 Top Dogs. That hundo is mine, says Tia Nguyen. Okay. You know what? I hope it is yours, dude. I hope you get it right. And I'm giving y'all both of these games here today. So you guys are getting to see both of these games before I close the window. 2 free games. You know that the Buccaneers won this one, so you can't get that one wrong. And you know, or you will know soon enough, who wins this game. You will know soon enough who wins this game, which means you got to make your picks across the way. Are the Colts going to beat the Houston Texans? Are the Saints going to beat the Falcons and get the Buccaneers in? What's going to happen here with Chicago and the Lions? How about the Chargers and the Broncos? If you think you know and you want a shot, you know how to do it. By the way, while we're in this commercial break, this is the new updated order for the 2026 NFL Draft. Couple of questions around the 22 to 25 range, and those of you, before you say anything, there are 8 teams not listed on here. Those teams are the teams that are too good to have a top 24 pick. Commercial break is over. I wish I can get into this, but I cannot. 1st and 10, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 1st and 10 for Seattle. It's going to be a fumble. Who's going to recover it? Seattle gets on top. Wow, Sam Darnold turned around and handed this off. Almost lost the football right there. This play goes backwards. It brings up a 2nd down and 17. Tripped on the play. Sam Darnold, oops. Tries to give that to Charbonnet. It's almost recovered there by San Francisco. 2nd down and 7. They lose, 2nd down and 17. They lost a ton of yardage. Football at the Seattle 25 after the penalty. After the fumble, no penalty. Motion on the field, Jackson Smith and Jigba to the bottom of the screen. Here is the snap, looking right, doesn't like it. Sam Darnold will fire a rocket into the hands of A.J. Barner. but too much stank on that throw. The pass is incomplete. It's 3rd down and 17. 3rd down and 17. Football at the Seattle Seahawks 25-yard line. A.J. Barner with a dropped pass right there. They're crediting Batoon for pressure on Darnold. We line up on the left hash. Seattle at the 25, a toss to Kenneth Walker. Walker, the 25 to 30, the 35 to 40, past the 40, down at the 42 or the 44 even. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks 1st down. 1st down, Seattle. Kenneth Walker makes the play. Kenneth Walker picks up a 1st down. So Walker, 1st and 10 at the Seattle 44 after that play. 49ers fans, hands to the head, saying GD. Oh, man. All right. 44-yard line. Seattle with possession. Under center, Sam Darnold waits for it. He takes it. He fakes it. He winds and delivers. Catch is made by JSN across midfield. Down inside the 40. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks 1st down. Another one. Another one. This time Jackson Smith-Njigba makes the catch for 19. Kenneth Walker on 3rd down and 17 picks up 19 yards, and then the very next play on 1st and 10, Jackson Smith-Njigba picks up 19 yards. 3 months in, let's go, Paul Gregory. Touchdown member for 3 months. Bumblebee for the Stripes. Okay, 1st and 10. Play action, Sam Darnold. Runs out of time, looks to the right-hand side and finds an outlet named Zach Charbonnet. Charbonnet stays in bounds and picks up another 1st down. I think that should be good for about 14, and this should put us just at the edge of the red zone, if not inside of it, folks. 2 minutes and 7 seconds here left to go in the 3rd quarter. Another 1st down. Charbonnet picks up 12. Uh-oh, and it looks like Batoon has been injured on the play. 1:58 left to go, and one of the best players remaining for San Francisco is currently down. Okay. So taking a quick look at this, guys, the Seattle Seahawks on defense are now currently looking at the absence of their middle linebacker. Batoon went down during the play. Tatum Batoon, 6'1", 230 pounds. It's his 2nd season here, and he's been a huge factor for the San Francisco 49ers, especially in the absence of Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. They've needed guys like this to step up and make big plays, and right now he is down. I think they're going to cut to a commercial break with 1 minute and 58 seconds here left to go. Name the snail the Terminator. Name the snail the Terminator. We should have a snail naming contest. You should name the snail Gale. You should name the snail Gale. Okay. Break! Looks like the injury has been cleared. Looks like Batoon might actually be okay. It's a 1st and 10 at the San Francisco 35. 1st and 10 from the San Fran 35. Motion from Jackson Smith-Njigba. Here comes the snap, dropping back, looking left, looking right. This one is swatted down at the line of scrimmage. That pass is incomplete. It stops the clock with 1:36 and brings up a 2nd down and 10. A 2nd down and 10 coming up. Here we go. Okay. Pushing in this direction. You can see it on the drive chart down below. Seattle Seahawks started way back here, and they keep pushing against the 49ers. They are inside of 49ers territory. It's a 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Sam Darnold waits for the snap on the right hash. Charbonnet is the back standing next to him. Here comes the snap and a handoff to him. Charbonnet going to be met with a lot of San Francisco 49ers resistance. Good job again by the 49ers defense to get a stop. This time it was Alfred Collins who gets the play. So 3rd down and 9. Clock is ticking. 1:15 on the board. in this third quarter. It is a one-possession game. Any points right now in the way that the Seattle Seahawks could score would make it a two-possession game, so a field goal would still be really nice for Seattle. They are in field goal range, but it's third down. Third down and 9, the blitz comes in, looking for a flag right now and not going to get it. A late flag does come in. A late flag does come in. This could be pass interference against the defense here. I think it's going to be a first down. It is, ladies and gentlemen, it is pass interference. Pass interference, defense. Pass interference, defense, number 0. Definitely a holding at the line right there. Rashid Shaheed. It's going to be against Renardo Green. Guys, Renardo Green had his arms kind of bear hugged around Rashid Shaheed. This is going to be a spot foul, but most importantly, it's going to be an automatic first down for the Seattle Seahawks. So, 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 16, call it the 17-yard line. 17-yard line. Here's the snap and a handoff. They go backwards as that play does not work out. We are inside the red zone. About 40 seconds left to go. That play goes backwards. It's a loss of 2. Kenneth Walker brought down by White on the play, number 56 for the San Francisco 49ers. We will need to see at least one more play before the end of this third quarter, and the fourth quarter will be underway. I formation. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Motion to the bottom of the screen. Little play action. It's going to be a shove pass forward. Zach Charbonnet takes it inside the 15, down at the 14. It brings up a 3rd down and 7, and it brings up the end of the third quarter. When we get back, it'll be fourth quarter action. The winner of this game will be the number 1 team in the NFC. So, bye week and a chance to rest on the line for these 2 teams. Commercial break. All right, guys. So again, in case you do not know the draft order right now, looks like the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders are going to switch spots right now. I do have this updated. Should be this one. Nope. That's okay. So we'll go back here. That's fine. Just know that the Las Vegas Raiders are now number 1. This actually did change a little bit. No, I can't show this graphic if it's that far off. This actually shifted around quite a few. I have the updated version here. Let me go to my Canva and pull this. Let me go to my Canva and actually pull these files here. Yeah, this will just be better. Page 3. Download. Page 3. We'll bring this up before the end of the game. One more time. In the meantime, we got something we can talk about during this commercial break. It's the end of the third quarter, guys. So the playoff picture is as follows right now. The Panthers, even though they lost today, they're not technically out. They are 8-9. We did just watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers get the win over them. They are also 8-9. If the Buccaneers want to get into the postseason, it is coming down to this. The Saints and Falcons game. That is the last 2 teams in this division. If the Saints win, the Buccaneers are in the postseason. If the Falcons win, then the then that means the Panthers are in the postseason. So the Panthers looking to get in. Looks like my graphic just updated here for the draft order, so let's bring up this draft order. Not a huge change out there, guys, but a couple of changes nevertheless. So, Las Vegas, New York, Tennessee, Arizona, Washington, Cleveland, New Orleans, Cincinnati, Kansas City, Miami, and LA getting this first-round draft pick from the Atlanta Falcons. Then we look over here. Cowboys got number 14. They've also got number 21. The LA actually looks like the Jets have a second first-round pick as well inside the top 20, thanks to a trade that they made when Sauce Gardner left New York and went to Indianapolis. So that is going to be coming up and being a big topic of conversation in the next coming weeks. But right now, it's a 3rd down and 7 as we come back from the commercial break. 4th quarter. Opening play of the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 7. Sam Darnold has to find someone on the right-hand side. Hit gonna be made right there. Stopped by Upton Stout. Eric Saubert will pick up just 1 yard. It brings up a 4th down and 6, and it's time for the field goal unit to do their job. So this will be a 41-yarder? 31-yarder? I think it's a 31-yarder here. Should be a chip shot field goal. 31-yarder coming up now for the Seattle Seahawks. He missed a 47. He made a 45-yarder. Here comes a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Seattle Seahawks will put 3 more points on the board. Seattle is now up 13-3 after that successful field goal. Okay. So, can the San Francisco 49ers make up 10 points with 14 minutes and 15 seconds left to go? We've seen this story too many times, guys. You go into the 4th quarter and you're down. We've seen this story too many times, y'all. 84.5. Still growing right now. Okay, chat. I guess, we're back to another commercial break right now. This feels more like a college game the way that these commercial breaks are being dropped in. Isaac says, no! J-Dog Slim, I appreciate your recognition there, sir. Niners can't make up a couple of first downs, much less score some touchdowns here. Kelly, I see you. Can they or will they, says Annoying Spore. The snail name should be Slugger. I do like that. See, that one I'm all about. That makes total sense. Did you catch that, whoever asked for the snail name? Hold on, I can pull up who asked for that snail name. Give me 1 second. I'm curious. Who asked for that snail name? Going back. 114,000 views on that last live stream. That was a pretty good one. Got about 9,000 people watching, guys. Almost 10,000 people watching. Please don't forget to smash that like button if you are still with me. Trying to look at viewer activity right now. Let's see. Question for the snail. That was Paul Gregory. Paul was asking about the snail. Paul, if you're still out there, I like the name Slugger. That's a good one, too. Stripe, also one from the Gremlins. Just get the W and the bye week. Brazil is in the house. Gene. What up, Gene Bean? Gene's in the house. It's okay. The 49ers, I guess, don't really want to win. Ooh, Jeroni, Dahomey. I see it. Your numbers have improved, LOL, says Dustin. They sure have, my friend. Slowly but surely. Slugger's a good name. I'm with you, Ben. I agree. I think that's a good one. Seattle's in the house. Who's playing tomorrow, says Dustin. A lot of games happening mañana, my friend. A lot of games happening mañana. I will be covering 2 games tomorrow. It is these 2 games over my shoulder here. I'll be covering the Chargers and the Broncos and the Ravens and the Steelers. Normally and all season long, I've done 3 games on Sundays. I'm not going to cover any of these 12 p.m. games. I think I need to give my voice a rest as we head into this postseason. Here's the kickoff. We get a return. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25. Down at the 29-yard line. Call it the 30. San Francisco starts on the 30. 14 minutes and 9 seconds here left to go. Bring up the drive chart one more time. Stepping away from the chat, folks. I'm going to step away from the chat. Can't see what's going on in this chat area right now. I'm just going to focus on calling the plays. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field to the top of the screen. And then motion back down to the bottom. Looks like George Kittle, a little miscommunication right now. The Seahawks are showing blitz on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 5 as Purdy takes the snap. Purdy will wind up and throw while on the run. Wide open is George Kittle across midfield. Call it at exactly midfield. That is good for a 1st down. See, San Francisco 49ers have the football. George Kittle just made a 20-yard grab from the 30 to the 50. San Francisco at midfield. If they can score a touchdown here, it would make it a 3-point game. So Kittle picks up a first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 50. Here comes the blitz, surveying and stepping out to the side. Going to wind up in pump fake. Brock Purdy thinks he can slip away. He does pick up 11 yards on 1st and 10. This moves them from the San Fran 50 to the 39-yard line, and another San Francisco first down. First down, San Francisco 49ers. Now the 49ers are inside of Seahawks territory, and the Seattle Seahawks shaking their head because they realize they just gave up 2 really big plays. 1st and 10 at the 39. Motion on the field from George Kittle. Actually, that's Kyle Juszczyk who's the motion man. Doesn't matter because on 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line, they hand this off to Christian McCaffrey, who picks up 4 yards. This brings up a 2nd down and 6, and we're now at the Seattle 35. 49ers on the move. 49ers in Seattle territory. That tackle was made by Devin Witherspoon and Byron Murphy. Looks like Murphy going to come out to the side. So Murphy needs a breather right now. Dude, that dude's arms are insane. 2nd down and 6. That guy's probably repping 350 on his bench. Here's the snap on 2nd and 6. A look to the right, a throw to the right. Demarcus Robinson makes the grab. That's good for 1st down, San Francisco. 1st down, San Fran. Demarcus Robinson gets up and does the 1st down look. So 1st down for the 49ers. They move to the Seattle 25, and there seems to be some words being traded with Jauan Jennings and a couple of these Seahawks players here. So a 10-yard gain for Demarcus Robinson on 2nd down and 6 from the Seattle 35 results in a 1st and 10 at the Seattle 25. Jennings getting into a locked-up play right now. I like the tenacity. I like the energy there by these two teams right now. 11 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Shotgun formation from the 25-yard line. Kyle Juszczyk to the top of the screen, dropping back, looking right, throwing right. Catch is made, and it's Jauan Jennings, and it's going to bring up a 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. 1st down, 49ers. Big play there as Jauan Jennings goes up for a 16-yard grab. Brock Purdy delivers a perfect pass with some beautiful touch over the corner on that play. Good job by Brock Purdy delivering a perfect pass to Jauan Jennings. It does not get better than that. 1st and goal, 9-yard line, a pistol formation, a snap out of the gun. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Christian McCaffrey picks up 3. 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6. 10:50 left to go. 2nd and goal. I actually need to stop the clock a little bit. We'll add some time here. I think that's closer to being in sync. Break! 49ers line up at the Seattle 6. This drive has gone 6 plays, 64 yards, and 3.5 minutes. Purdy takes the snap, looks to the right, throws to the right. Christian McCaffrey, no! It's picked off! It's intercepted by Derek Thomas. 1st down! It's an interception. 1st down, Seattle! And I think that could spell the end right now. Oh my goodness, that was intended for Christian McCaffrey. And Thomas just comes. Whoa, what a play defensively here. What a play by Drake Thomas. Excuse me. It is Drake Thomas, the linebacker, who intercepts this one. It is tipped. Christian McCaffrey tried to get it, and Drake Thomas was in the right place at the right time. Number 42 with an interception and nothing else. It's going to be Seattle Seahawks football. Wow, Drake Thomas, 45 tackles on the year, 3 sacks. That is his first interception Is that his first interception ever? I think that might have been the man's first career interception. No, third season here. Okay. Anyway, 2nd down and 9. Looks like the Seattle Seahawks took over here at about the 3-yard line. That is definitely the first interception of the year, however, for Drake Thomas. Fantastic job there. Man, that dude is sweaty. That dude is super sweaty. 2nd down and 9. Looks like 9:45. From the 4-yard line, the drop back for Darnold. He will wind up and throw to the second shelf. The catch is made by JSN and Jackson Smith-Njigba. On 2nd down and 9 from the Seattle 4-yard line, will gain 13 yards for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st down. 1st down for Seattle. They move to the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba picks up a big 1st down. Up by 10, the Seahawks in a good spot. They've held the 49ers to just 3 points. They are looking like a Super Bowl contending team. Here's the handoff to Zach Charbonnet, who will pick up 2 yards. It's 2nd down and 8. Football at the Seattle 19 after the 2-yard gain. 3rd quarterback in Seahawks history with 4,000 passing yards and 25 passing touchdowns in a season. Sam Darnold did that in his very first year in Seattle. Making history right now for the Seattle Seahawks. Over 4,000 passing yards for Sam Darnold today. Is this thing even updating here? Yes, it is. Okay, Darnold takes the snap. Looks to the left, looks to the right, feels the pressure, scrambles to the right side. He decides he's going to run for it. He picks up about 6 yards on 2nd down and 8. It brings up a 3rd down and 2. It moves the football from the Seattle 19 out to the Seattle 25. 3rd down and 2. 8:06 left to go. 3rd down. Will the Seahawks be able to convert? San Francisco 49ers defense needs to get a stop, and they need to get a stop right now. If San Francisco continues to give up yardage, this game's going to be over here sooner rather than later. This game is going to be over sooner rather than later if they can't figure this thing out. 3rd down and 2. 25-yard line. Darnold takes it. Darnold against the 4-man rush will wind up and deliver a successful pass. The catch is made. It's Cooper Kupp down at the 30. 1st down, Seattle Seahawks. So 3rd down and 2. A conversion here. The clock will stop with 7:23, and there is an injured 49er once again. Batoon went out and came back in. Batoon looks like he is injured again. So we talked about it. The middle linebacker left the game for a couple of plays as he was injured earlier on a previous drive. He gets injured again, and now we go to a commercial break. Makes me want to watch a movie, says Courtney. Sorry, Courtney. I know you're a 49ers fan. Tough spot, huh? Phantom injury, says Mr. Mojo. It could be. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Dale the Snail also a name that is appropriate. That name, Football Nation approved. Dale the Snail. I like it, Tom. Or a form. For my cat. YouTube. The artist formerly known as Snail. Dale the Snail needs overtime. As someone who wasn't a fan of either of these teams, literally anyone but the Seahawks, please, says John J. Matthews. 85,000 on the horizon, Mr. Mojo. Benny, I got you. Benny Keys in the chat. Cup sighting. Yeah, finally. Cooper Kupp on the side of a milk carton for the entirety of a season. If it's a girl, you should name it Shelly. You know, even if it's a guy, you could name it Shelby. I just watched, dude, okay. If you've got Netflix, guys, I know I said I wasn't going to watch Stranger Things, but I am going to make a good recommendation. If you have not seen it, Ford versus Ferrari, I am not a car guy. I am not a car guy. That movie is sick. I love that movie. That is hands down my new favorite car movie of all time, Ford versus Ferrari. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. Anyways, super good movie, says J-Dog Slim. Super good. Shelly is a male's name, too. I guess it can be, I suppose. Shelby's a good one for sure, right? For your Mustang, your Shelby Cobra. Could be good. Nothing wrong with an awesome Ford. Dude, I had a lime green Mustang before. This was a while back. I decided to get rid of my Mustang as a conscious decision so that I could buy my first house. I do miss my Mustang, but I'd rather have a house. Anyways, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. The Seattle Seahawks have the football. It's that debt-to-income ratio that they ping you for. And I probably would have gotten approved for the home anyways, but I didn't want to have that extra $500 car payment. Didn't want to have that extra $500 car payment when I could take those $500 and invest it into the S&P 500 or buy crypto or buy something else. Anyways, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. An I formation here. Sam Darnold steps back and we get motion on the field. A handoff to Kenneth Walker, who finds the crease on the right-hand side. Going to do one of these as he ends up getting past. Good run right here. It's good for a first down. Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10. 12-yard pickup for Kenneth Walker. Starts the clock. It's another first down. They are at the 42-yard line here and giving the 49ers very little time to correct their issues. We need a pick or a fumble. We need a pick or a fumble. What about AMD? Like the processor chips? I think the entire tech sector is questionable. But again, S&P 500 just keeps things simple. I don't bet on individual stocks. It doesn't matter. Another 11-yard run for Kenneth Walker. Kenneth Walker, 15 carries, 97 rushing yards today for Kenneth Walker. He is not going to be outshined by Zach Charbonnet. However, Zach Charbonnet will come onto the field. That last play goes from the Seattle 41 to the San Francisco 48. It's 1st and 10 inside of 49ers territory. Looks like the 49ers defense might be giving up right now, guys. 5:55. Single back formation, a step back in motion from Cooper Kupp. Here's the snap. Here is the little play action. Stepping into a pocket, checking this down to Charbonnet. Tries to cut to the right. Charbonnet is wrapped up quickly by Brown. This will be a 6-yard pickup. It brings up a 2nd down and 4. Moves the football from the 48-yard line to the San Francisco 42. Seattle Seahawks in San Francisco territory. You following me right now? Drive chart down below for your convenience. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Sam Darnold waits for the snap. 42-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Chardonnay. You guys had me saying Chardonnay now, even though it's Zach Charbonnet. And this is going to end up being a 6-yard gain on 2nd down and 4. Good enough for another Seattle Seahawks. First down. First down, Seattle. The Seahawks moving upfield right now. 1st and 10. Seattle at the San Francisco 36-yard line. 1st and 10. The football at the San Francisco 36-yard line. San Francisco looks like underdogs in this game at home. A little play action as Darnold goes to the left-hand side. He'll throw on the move! Oh, my goodness. It's in the hands of the defense, but I think he was out of bounds. So that pass goes down as incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock. Jackson Smith and Jigba tried to tip it. 1 foot in. Couldn't get the other one in. So it's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 at the San Francisco 36. Renardo Green almost came down with an interception. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this football game. 36-yard line, left hash for Sam Darnold and company. It's a handoff to Kenneth Walker, who is fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage. He is successful in doing so, but does not pick up any more yardage beyond that. 3rd down and 10. Football still at the San Francisco 36. Looks like a timeout will be called here by the San Francisco 49ers with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. It stops the clock. 4:12. One timeout gone, 2 timeouts remaining for San Francisco. Purdy ain't dancing after this. You guys, that's fun, Paul. You got the whole chat coming up with snail names. You got the whole chat coming up with snail names. Folks, San Francisco has called a timeout. We are currently in the middle of a timeout right now. It is 3rd down and 10 with 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in this football game. If the Seattle Seahawks can find a way to convert this 3rd down, I think it might be lights out here for the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers trail by 10. 49ers trail by 10. The score is 13-3. This game has been bad for San Francisco. 169 total yards, 330 for Seattle. The timeout break is over. Sam Darnold takes the snap from the 36. He's in the pocket. He scrambles to the right. He'll wind up and throw. The catch is made. Cooper Kupp inside the 20, inside the 15, and down at the 12. 1st down, Seattle. Timeout going to be called again with 4:02. Good catch right there by Cooper Kupp. Sam Darnold finds Cooper Kupp for 24 yards. The 49ers stop the clock one more time here. 49ers stop the clock one more time here. Let's see if this drive ends with a touchdown, a turnover, or a field goal. A touchdown, a turnover, or a field goal. We'll see what happens. 1st and 10, 4:02. 3rd down conversions today. Get this number, guys. 6 out of 11 for the Seattle Seahawks. Just 2 of 8 on 3rd downs today for the San Francisco 49ers. Just 2 of 8 for that. Okay. I formation. 12-yard line inside the red zone. Sam Darnold waits for the snap. He takes it. Charbonnet up the middle. Takes this one down to the 9. Charbonnet picks up just a few. It's 2nd down and 7. A final timeout being taken right here. No timeouts left for San Francisco. You heard that right. San Francisco early to use all of their timeouts. I don't hate that by Shanahan. I don't hate that by Shanahan because you know either way you're probably going to need to recover an onside kick. Even if you score here, you're down by 10. A field goal would make you down by 16. So, yeah. I mean, if you kick a field goal, they just need more time, and time is not on their side. 49ers, their backs against the wall. Their chances at getting a week off next week probably slipping away at the end of this game. It's the 4th quarter. It's a 2nd down and 7, according to my TV screen. Football at the 8.5 yard, the 9-yard line. Here's another handoff to Charbonnet on the left. He takes this to the 6. This brings up a 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 4. 3 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. You can see that the Seattle Seahawks are in no rush to get back to the line of scrimmage. And you even wonder, will the Seahawks just score another touchdown? Or are they going to pick up the 1st down, go out of bounds at the 1-yard line, call it a day? But good spin move there for Charbonnet as he picked up those 3 yards. 3:22, play clock down to 9. It's a 3rd down and 4. Zach Charbonnet, 0 fumbles on 521 touches. That's insane. Here is Charbonnet to the right-hand side. 3rd down and 4. He picks up 3. 4th down and 1. And the clock is ticking. So, do you go for it or no? Yeah, why not? 4th down and 1 at the San Francisco 3. You're up by 2 possessions with 3 minutes left to go. You guys go out there and have some fun. 4th down and 1. I say hand this off to Charbonnet or Walker one more time. Regardless of what happens, you're in a pretty good spot as your opponent has 0 timeouts remaining. They will line up for 4th down and 1. This could be a quarterback sneak. Play clock down to 5, 4, 3, 2. Hard count not going to work. That's it, guys. And so, looks like the flag will come in for delay of game or a timeout will be called. Flag comes in for delay of game. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 4th down. So the Seahawks will kick the field goal. It's 4th down and 6. Seattle going to kick the field goal to make this a 16-3 game, make it a 13-point game. Give themselves a little extra cushion here. Little extra cushion here with 2:24 left to go. Okay. Jason Myers going to kick a 26-yard field goal attempt. From the right hash, the kick is up. The kick, it's off the post! The kick is no good! Jason Myers has missed 2 kicks in this contest. It is off the right upright. Doink! The kick is no good. He straight up doinked it, bro. The 49ers take over. It's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. If the Seahawks win this game, it'll be in spite of Myers. What a kicker, says Arnold Garza. Pretty sure the 49ers are cooked, says Rachel Wilson. It was the best miss, says Philip Pham. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, no commercial break. They're going straight into this. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. Brock Purdy will wind up and throw. This one is incomplete. Stops the clock with 2:16. It's 2nd down and 10. Football at the San Francisco 20-yard line. So Williams saying the 49ers are cooked. It's possible, man. Fire that kicker I see in the chat right now. 11,000 people watching this live stream. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out with us today. Welcome to Football Nation. If this is your first, second, third, fourth, or fifth time, thanks for giving us another shot. 2nd and 10, 20-yard line. Here comes the snap for Purdy. He looks to the left. He fires to the left. The catch is made by Christian McCaffrey. It should be a 4-yard gain here. The clock is ticking. This should take us to the 2-minute warning. I don't think we'll see another play before then. And it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd down and 6. 2 minutes. 49ers need to score a touchdown from their own 24-yard line and then recover an onside kick and score a field goal in order to even tie this game up. So here's a thought, and you guys can tell me I'm crazy. You guys can tell me otherwise. But what if the San Francisco 49ers, instead of scoring the touchdown first, gets into field goal range with, I don't know, a minute left to go? Because what makes more sense? What makes more sense? Scoring the touchdown, right? And then having, I don't know, 30 seconds left, maybe less than 30, 15 seconds left. If you score this touchdown, you try to kick an onside kick, you recover, but you still got to go another 30 yards. Or, I mean, you still, regardless of what happens, they will have to recover the onside kick. So, follow me here. What if they kick the field goal early and then give themselves a minute and a half to try and drive and get a touchdown? Just a thought. Just a thought. Now, most people would look at me and be like, no, don't do that. But we've seen it work in the past. Dennis, what's up, man? Fist bumps to you, Dennis. He said fist bump. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Can't score 10 points in 2 minutes, says Benny. You can, man. You could. But no timeouts remaining, says Think to Mutt. That's what I'm saying, man. If they can move the football and get to the, I don't know, the 40-yard line, 35-yard line, and kick a 50-yarder, 50-plus yard field goal with extra time available to you, right? Like, let's say you line up and you get to the 35-yard line, you're able to spike that football. Easier said than done, because right now to get there, they still got to move an extra 30 yards to get to where they got to go, 40 yards to get to where they got to go. So, wishful thinking, right? But they might be out of time. My guy, you got a wedding ring on each hand. No, this is This is a wedding ring. This is, I don't know, dude. Take a look at this. It's got technology. I don't know if you can see the buses on it. This is just something that I've had for a long time. This one is not legitimate. This is not a real ring. I'm pretty sure this is just like, I don't know, really yellow-looking nickel. This one is gold. Appreciate that. Okay, an aura ring. Yeah, we're aura farming out here. It's a mood ring. 3rd down and 6 coming up now for the 49ers. They got to go for it if they can't convert here. A look to the right-hand side, a look to the left, a throw to the left, a pass incomplete. So it doesn't really matter what crazy ideas I cook up in my head. The 49ers need to get a first down right now or this game is done. 49ers need to score or victory formation. 49ers need to pick up a first down or victory formation. 4th down and 6. From the 24, this could be the final play of the day for San Francisco, y'all. Shotgun formation, trips to the right. Brock Purdy takes the snap. The pressure comes in. He is hit on the release, and the pass is no good. Brock Purdy wincing in pain right now. He's down on his back as he got pancaked by the Seattle Seahawks defense. Brock Purdy, though, Brock Purdy is still down. $2 super chat coming in from 206 Top Dog. Looks like Hall was the one who delivered the hit, and Purdy got, absolutely hit from one side and hit from the other up top. Got hit up high. Oh, man, that's got to hurt. Could be a twisted back, an oblique. Purdy got hit on the release from the blind side and then sandwiched from the other side. So we're going to go to a quick injury timeout. That's not good for 49ers fans. There's blood dripping from Brock Purdy's right thumb, so I'm guessing that nail must have come out. Brock Purdy gets up. He's able to jog away from the field. I think the 49ers at this point probably just going to think to themselves, you know what? Let's let them have it. We can't afford to lose Brock Purdy before the playoffs again. Seahawks up 13-3. It's time for victory formation, and Seattle is going to win this game, guys. A Purdy sandwich. Popeye the Sailor Man. Olive oil. Okay. There's the knee. First knee starts the clock, guys. This is going to be your final score. Man, savage. Everybody on the Seahawks sideline turns around and looks at the 49ers and says, bye, guys. Bye. We'll see you later. Savage. 2nd down and 11. Clock is ticking. Darnold about to take another knee. It's victory formation right here. That is it, folks. That is going to be it. I mean, what do you expect, man? The first half of the game, you couldn't even crack 100 yards of offense. This Seattle Seahawks defense stepped up big time today. It's a 3rd down and 12. And when that clock hits 40 seconds, they're going to take the final knee of the game. I need a hug too, says Tom. I'm sorry, y'all. I got much love, man. I got much love for everyone out here, whether you're a Seahawks fan or a 49ers fan. Thank you guys for watching. The postseason is just around the corner. I've got 2 more games. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the final knee. This will be your final score. Please, before you go, do not forget to sign up for the weekly pick'ems. This will be your last chance to do so. Okay, there it is one more time. So, guys, it's not even 10 o'clock, and this game is over. Was not expecting this game to be over so early. Got a few minutes, man. Anybody want to chat? Anybody want to chat? First time watching. Great job. Thanks, John. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for checking in, sir. Let's see. I really thought it was going to be a great game. I was wrong, says a world of beautiful people. Eagles number 2 seed tomorrow? Maybe. Goes fast when there's hardly any penalty. Yes. Honestly, yeah. It does go fast when there's hardly any penalties. Spurs lost tonight, says Banger Wave. Let's see, Mario, you're going to hit 85K tomorrow? I hope so. Helen, I'm only doing 2 games tomorrow, though, so I'm not doing a 12 o'clock slate. We'll just be doing those 2 games at the end of the day. MBOT4EB, thanks, Football Nation, for another great game. Thank you, my friend. MB, appreciate that, sir. Let's see. I said the Seahawks would win, says Beverly. What a good game, says user. Seattle ain't going nowhere, says MK Ultra. All right. Thank you, Artest. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much, Artest. Checking into the chat right now. The chat is now the world's largest snail name archive. Okay. That's good, Steve. I think that actually is legit. We might have broken a world record for snail names. Courtney. Hugs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here's the hugs. I feel ya. Tough one, man. It's true, Steve. It's true. Hey, Mario saying, my name is Mario. What's going on, Mr. Gonzalez? Thank you for checking in. All right, guys. So, San Fran with only 3 points. Yeah. San Fran with only 3 points. Okay, guys. Questions? Comments? Short stories? Daniel saying, very confusing play-by-play. Is mayonnaise instrument? Is mayonnaise an instrument? I'm agree. Okay, looks like WKM Legend saying, a Green Bay fan. What's going on, man? First-timer, enjoyed the play call. Thanks, Mike Bobo. Appreciate your Mark Bobo. Appreciate that. Another epic play-by-play. Prime time. Thank you, so funny. Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all. Take some NyQuil so you're ready for tomorrow. I'm not the drunk uncle, just, oh, I know things, says Mark McKay. Fair enough, sir. Okay. Let's see. How does this happen? Is Seattle's defense this good? Doug. Yeah, dude. Seattle's defense is this good. Have you been sleeping on Seattle, man? Have you been sleeping on this defense? Second best team when it comes to points per game. Second best when it comes to yards per play, and number 1 team on third downs, allowing a 30% success rate. They actually held the 49ers to under 25% tonight. They did an amazing job today. And this defense is for real. First time here, originally from Texas, but I live in Cali. Glad the Niners lost. Tommy, I'm from San Antonio, my friend, so I feel you, man. I feel you. Sleeping on Seattle. Great job all week, says Maureen. Thank you. Stats don't lie, Eric. That is right. All right, y'all. Well, anybody got any final things here? We've got 2 games tomorrow. We've got the 3:25 game between the Chargers and the Broncos, and then the final game of the NFL season. Going to give it a few more moments here. It's been a while, says Peter. Thanks for checking in, man. Die-hard Eagles fan. Love Philly's defense right now. Love it, dude. Thanks for checking back in, man. You haven't watched since NBA? Love it, dude. Welcome back. How many Super Bowls were home team? Wait, what? Shelly, say that again. How many Super Bowls were home team? I'm not quite sure how to answer that one, but I'll try again here in the future. How does Falcons versus Saints decide who wins the division between the Bucks and the Panthers? Please explain. They're both 8-9, says Carson. Well, if we look at the division standings right now, let's actually I'll do this for you, man. So NFL standings right now in the NFC, Tampa Bay is above. And it looks like divisional wins. You know, that's a good question. That's a good question right now. I'm taking a look at it right now, and there's not really a clear answer. Because divisional wins, they've both got 3 divisional wins and 3 divisional losses. Carolina and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 8-9. They're both 8-9. All I know, man, is that they've been saying this all day, Carson. So, I'm not the one making this up. I promise I'm not making this up. I've heard them say this all day long, that if the New Orleans Saints win over Atlanta, somehow, some way, that means that Carolina is the number 1 seed and they would win the division. Maybe someone who's got a deeper understanding of this division could say strength of schedule. Panthers swept the Falcons. Falcons have beaten some really tough teams. Could be. Rams in Tampa Bay. Doesn't it go to points scored? If that's the case, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's just what I have heard, man. I've heard this all day long. Literally all day long. I'm going to stay here just to hear this reaction, says Benny Keys. Bro, honestly, I have no idea. I have no idea why that's the rule. Tampa Bay beat the Carolina Panthers. They both have one win. Carolina won the last game against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay won this one. It's, I think, point differential is what it might come down to. Because point differential, the Carolina Panthers, no, they've been getting points hanged up on top of them. Every single team in the NFC South has a negative point differential, by the way, just so y'all know. Every single team in the NFC South has a negative point differential. Every single team. So, yo no sé. I'll try to do some research between tonight and tomorrow night, and we'll get into it. Both games sucked today, says Montez. Yes, they did, sir. Yes, they did. But we got through them. It comes down to common wins, says Jim. Comes down to common wins. It's Griffin. It's Griffin. Griffamundo. Griffin, I got 2 games tomorrow. I've got the Chargers and the Broncos, and I've got the Ravens and the Steelers, and then we are done for the regular season. All of these other games are going to happen. 6 games at 12 p.m. I will not be covering any of them because, honest to God, my voice hurts, and I understand it's the end of the season and I need to push extra, but I am no good to anybody if this voice box doesn't work. So I'd rather drop a game for the longevity because next week, after this is all said and done, next week, I'll have Thursday football for college, Friday football for college, 2 wild card games on Saturday, 3 wild card games on Sunday, and another wild card game on Monday. So we've got a huge schedule next week. I'm okay dropping 1 game, especially since we did 3 college football games on Thursday. Point being is that the games, to answer your question, that I'll be covering tomorrow are these 2. And if you guys want to come by, I'll be here tomorrow night. All right, y'all. That's it. That's all I've got. It's the end of this live stream. It's been an absolute pleasure. Those of you who are still watching with me, thank you so much for hanging out. My name is Mario. You've been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Don't forget to sign up for those pick'ems. Peace out, guys.